What's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had.
Just air dried like a dog. Anyways, so listen to the music. I should turn it off.
Pew pew. Jordan's
Hey.
first. Hi.
First Jordan.
First Jordan. Always first. Well,
Sorry, I was like distracted listening to our like intro music, like it's getting into it. How you doing, Chelly?
I'm doing great. It's a Wednesday. I feel like it should be Friday, but it's not. It's not. I wish it was though.
I was at the post office this afternoon.
Yeah.
And I ran into a fellow local person. And they're like, man, today is just Monday. Like, God, Monday. I told you it was or no, he walked in, he goes, I told you it was a Monday. And I looked at him and I was like, yeah, it's totally a Monday. Like in my head, right? I was
Yeah.
convinced that this guy was right. It's Monday.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, we're standing next to each other. We're putting keys in said, postal lock box. And I look at him and I go, it's Wednesday. I legit just was convinced it was Monday.
That's happened to
What
me
did you
before.
mean? He just laughed at me. And then I'm taking my mom's dog, well, our dog now, but our dog Izzy on a walk because she just needs to learn companionship a little bit. She has no idea what the fuck she's doing.
Aw.
The end of the walk, we go by his house because he happens to live nearby. He goes, what was my, I can't remember the first line, but it was something about being a Monday. And I just started laughing. Anyways, it's just a small town. It's a Monday today, okay? Even it's Wednesday. It's Monday. Through and through.
There's been a couple days
Even though
when,
I see it
like,
Friday.
I've gone through, like, half of the day thinking that it's a different day, and then it finally clicked in going, hold on a minute. I'm wrong.
I've experienced that with you before.
You
feel
did?
like it was-
Yeah. Like, that's happened on Monday, and then all of a sudden you guys are like, game nights with friends.
Hello?
Like, and I'm like, holy shit, it's Monday.
Just another manic Monday.
Well, sometimes my brain doesn't work. Like, this afternoon, Jordan was like, "Are you having a stroke? Are you okay?" Because, like, I was, like, struggling. I was like, I couldn't get my words straight. I was like, we gotta go decorate the tree on the second floor, and I'm like, I'm calling a ladder a mirror for some reason, and I was like, I was just losing it. I don't know why. I just couldn't. I was like,
near the area.
I don't know, but I was like, Jordan's like, I don't think you're okay, and I'm like, no, I'm just having a dumb moment.
Yeah, I have those all the time. So
Oh yeah.
understand. Oh my gosh. Oh, my face hurts a little.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
I was just laughing just then.
did you try the Disney Dreamlight update yet?
I did only like a smidgen because I still haven't unlocked nearly as much as you have yet. But
You barely unlocked anything.
I mean, well, you've like unlocked most of the areas, right?
Well, in the game itself, yeah, I've unlocked
Yeah.
every area, and I got Woody and Buzz's house, and then I stopped
Oh
playing.
wow.
But then I saw later on people playing it, and they had snow, and I'm like, where was my snow? But apparently it's
I think
like,
it's snow.
it takes like all day to kind of, like, if you play like later on in the day, I think it updated a bit more. You know? I think they gradually updated it. I don't know.
Yesterday evening, I think.
I don't know,
When
but
did I
some people
play?
are having snow, and I'm like not just like snow like in the snowlands, but like they were
Snow
having
everywhere.
winter stuff, and I'm like, oh, where'd you get that buzz coat? I don't have a buzz coat.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, I know, I just realized yesterday when I was playing, because I just logged on and I saw just through the character list, I haven't found Stitch, Buzz, or Woody or anything like that, but I saw Stitch in there, like his little profile picture. But then I would scroll down because I was curious to see if Buzz and Woody were there. And that's when I sent you the text of their pictures because I was like, literally, like, who are those imposters?
Woody acts weird.
That is terrible.
You're gonna be terrified of him then. Like, he does
Their
weird
profile
shit.
Images are awful.
And by the way, you find those two like in the castle. You have to open up their castle door.
Oh, they get doors. Okay.
Yeah, they
Who's on
actually.
the map? I assume Scar and Ursula, Ariel.
No,
Who?
Ursula's in
Ursula's on the
yeah,
map, right?
she's on the
Yeah.
map, but Errol,
in
you
the
need to go
castle.
somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Oh, in the castle itself.
Like, I want to know who you get that's not in the castle.
Not in the castle. So Ursula,
You know?
Ariel, Goofy, Donald, Mickey, Minnie, I guess.
Yeah. I'm still working on Minnie.
Mother Gothel.
Oh, is she in the swamp?
Yeah, she's in the swamp.
Okay, I had a feeling. Do you like her?
I don't really hang out with her much because
I wouldn't.
First of all, I never finished that movie.
Fair.
I couldn't connect with it. I don't know why. I just really couldn't. I tried, and I'm like, I'm not vibing with this movie as much as I thought I would vibe with it. But
honestly, I only like the beginning or like the first 30 minutes maybe.
I like the songs. Like I'll play the songs over and over and over again, but I just can't vibe with the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's legit.
Who else is?
Obviously Anna and Elsa, right?
Yes.
Or maybe not. Because
No.
Kristoff's in the Dark Forest.
No, they're at where?
I assume
Kristoff.
they're in the snow area.
Kristoff is in the
woods area. I've
The
gotten
woods
him
area,
already.
but Anna and Elsa are in the castle. Yeah, they're
in the castle?
They're in the castle. I had to go to a different area for them. I'm trying to remember if I went through the castle or if there was like. No, it was a castle. I think it had to be the castle because they're not in the main map.
So for Stitch, I think it's I don't know for sure yet. I should actually, before I keep talking, but there was this like piece of paper that you find on the beach, and it triggers a quest with Donald Duck, kind of, but like it talks about seeing a UFO type thing.
Oh.
So that made me feel like that was Stitch involved.
That probably is Stitch then.
And to go search like more by Donald Duck's house, which I haven't done yet, honestly. But that was the like essential start of it. So I was like,
that's probably
I'm
Stitch.
curious
then.
if that might be Stitch. Yeah.
I'm gonna assume yes.
Yeah. So, and then Scar's obviously in the desert area. I don't know all the names to all the places. So
Yeah, he's in like
their territory.
the Sahara or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah. And I know eventually you do get like I was reading a little bit about how you will eventually get to unlock most of what's in like the trailer or whatever that you see. Like you're gonna see. I heard Olaf's coming eventually.
Oh.
And yeah, I read this whole list, and like I don't know entirely how true it is, but like I felt I don't have. Why am I looking as if I have it up? I don't have it up. I'd have to search it. But you know.
Yeah.
So, the Christmas Ghost has snow.
But it's weird that like
like lower menu.
Like Frozen's getting like the whole cast versus everyone else is getting like bits and pieces of their cast. I'm like, Olaf's not needed, I feel, because we have like Kristoff and Anna and Elsa.
I don't think Kristoff is necessary. I think Olaf is necessary.
I agree. Like Kristoff, I'm like, I get it.
I was disappointed. I was like, why is he here?
Well, it's Anna's like boyfriend or husband or whatever the fuck he is.
For sure. Then bring in Sven too if you're gonna do it. Like, bring in the reindeer. That's probably kind of hard. I don't know.
Oh, they'll probably do it eventually.
I don't mind Olaf too much. I think he's kind of cool, but it's just I'm an Olaf lover, I guess. Yeah, we like Olaf here. I could see how he's like annoying though.
No. Olaf's funny. Like in Frozen 2, he made me laugh like hysterically when he's like, Samantha, I don't even know one. and I'm like, why the fuck would you say that, Olaf? Like, it was just so random. And it's literally one of my favorite parts of his ever when he does that. Samantha?
Yeah, Samantha?
That's like one of my favorite parts for him. Because it made me laugh so hard because it was like, I didn't expect that. And I'm like, that's just so fucking weird and I love it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd be stoked to have him. I think he's great. But I also get like not having him too.
Would you rather have like Olaf as like your little buddy or like Wally as your little buddy?
I think well
over Wally?
Wally's pretty cool.
He is really cool.
You know, he's pretty cool.
But Olaf
is cool too.
Olaf could have some really funny lines if they wanted.
He could be your inner monologue for everything, but that would be like dangerous at times because like, you know. Hi guys.
They want
My
to be on the
dogs.
podcast. Oh, the dogs want to be on the
No, it's just
podcast?
I assume it's dogs. So far it's just dogs. Let me put it that way.
So far.
Ah, they're coming.
They're coming. The
Careful.
kids are coming.
Ah.
Dogs running. The lizard running. The kids are running.
Ah. He's full on chilling right now. His name's Smokey. My mom
Smokey?
named him Smokey before, yeah, so we kept his name.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
He's totally falling
and-
asleep right now.
and how old is he?
I don't know.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. So, like, how long do they last? Do you know that?
10 to 15 years?
Holy shit, really?
I'm going to guess he's anywhere between 2 and 7 years old. I'm
That's
gonna say,
that's pretty big window, first of all.
I know that's a big window, but I don't think he's 2 years. Maybe like 4 to 7.
Okay.
'Cause
Okay.
I can't remember, like, time for me from like 2016 to now, which is like obviously a credible year for me to like have a weird mental memory pocket in there. What? Because that's, anyways, I don't recall a lot essentially that like timeline of what happened in my mom's life
Yeah.
personally. But I'm pretty sure he's about, I don't know, probably, I don't know, like 4, anyway, I don't know, anywhere 4 to 6 years old, maybe?
Okay.
Maybe?
And
I
they
don't
last
know.
10 to 15 years? Wow.
No, like I still have all that memory. I'm just saying like some things that like, I don't know. There's certain things I just don't, they are fuzzy. You know what I mean? You know
Yeah,
what
I feel
know
that.
you're teasing. I know you're teasing, but I'm also like, hey, I gotta defend my own words that I'm spitting out of my mouth because I'm not like, it's like I have a good memory, but like also I don't.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
at
that
all?
makes sense. Like
Like-
you have specific things that you remember.
Yes.
But some things you're like, that's not important to keep.
My brother was tripping because we were talking about how because he's 8 years older than me, so it's a significant difference. But he's like, "Do you remember when this happened? Do you remember when that happened? Do you remember when you locked yourself in the bedroom and I had to kick down the door?" He's like 10. Okay, I'm like 3. Locked myself in the bedroom. Apparently, no, I don't remember any of that. Where were my parents? At that time when we were like that little, things changed a lot like at a certain period, but yeah, it's anyways, my memory is like pretty sharp on like specific things and like a lot of things, but like also there's a lot of things that just kind of like I don't know,
Yeah.
go right through that strainer.
Oh, yeah.
I keep my noodles in the strainer, but sometimes that
Yeah. So,
some
sometimes they can.
people-
Exactly. Like, I remember a lot of things, but then Jordan, gaslights me, and he's like, I don't think that's real. And I'm like, Jordan, that's real. Like, I remember it. And he's like, no, I don't remember. Like, there's certain movies where, like, we've
messed
gotten into full-on fights because I'm like, we have watched this movie. And he's like, no, I have not watched this movie with you because I haven't seen it for X amount of time. And I'm like, there's literally no other reason I would ever watch this movie except with you. And he's like, no, I haven't watched this movie in like 15 years. And I'm like, but we fucking watched it together. And then at that point, I just give up because like there's really
like,
no
I'm not
point.
listening to you.
And like
F
there,
you.
it's situations like that where like I tell him stuff and he's like, nah, like that's not real. And I'm like, but it fucking is. I remember it vividly. And he's like, I don't remember that.
Memories.
Like that didn't happen. I'm like, it did. Such a troll. It's hard to trust.
Yeah.
Nah, but with movies, like, he gets serious, and I'm like, dude, like, I would literally never watch this movie in my life unless you made me. Like, it's ridiculous. So I've started, like, writing down movies we've watched just to
There you
call
go.
about.
No, we've watched this. It's on my list.
We watched this June 12th, 2021. at 6 p.m.
Such a random date. That's Kona's birthday. What a trip of a date to just throw out there. GG.
Thank you.
Good job.
I just know things, and I know that Jordan's not even he's watching, but he's mostly playing like his
He's not watching.
like his cop game that he's been obsessed with.
Oh, it's turned out to be pretty good for him, eh?
It's really fun. I wasn't too sure, and he's like, I just sent you $30, so now you gotta buy it. And I'm like, okay, well now I gotta buy it. And I will say, it's really fun.
Is
that
it?
cops back
That
cops.
Because
that's us.
You turd.
It's actually really fun. Like, we played it last night, and I tased like 3 people because they ran away. I was like checking, like doing like a body search, and they had a freaking switchblade knives, and they're like, ah, and I'm like, bam, taser. And then like the
GTA-ish, but like the opposite side.
yeah, and
A little bit.
and not as much bad language as GTA.
That's
And
nice.
it was a little glitchy at the end, though, I will say, but it is a fairly new game. It's been out like a month. So there are some glitches, like some of the people were like in the ground, some of the cars were like half in the ground, half not in the ground. You know,
Yikes.
the usual.
Multiplayer?
Yeah, Jordan and I were cops together. Like, we were partners.
Wow, that's
we,
cool.
we were driving around, pulling people over, giving them tickets.
It
was so fun.
It
It was a blast until it glitched out.
So much power. I get it. Okay. That's kind of a cool. I like it.
Yeah,
Check
it was
I'll
real
just look at
fun.
it some more. Watch
Yeah.
you guys play it.
Yeah, because we're probably gonna play a lot more.
I'm quieter than Shelly.
Oh,
Well, my
okay.
mouth is like really close to the mic, so
Let me.
I'm usually
adjust.
pretty loud, so I could see why I could be adjusted.
I turned you up a little tiny bit.
A tiny bit.
Little tiny
Hello?
bit. Hello. That was much better. Okay,
That
good.
does match better. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm talking that quiet.
Nah,
I'm pretty loud normally.
In your mouth. No, don't do that. Editing doesn't like it.
Sorry. Sorry.
Like, there was this one podcast like a while ago now where like you kept like holding the mic and doing this, and like me going back and like trying to make clips, I'm just like, she's so fucking loud.
Why did she do that?
Why
did she do that?
Why did she keep cupping it and putting her mouth basically on the mic?
Sorry.
Like, I didn't like talking like this. It's normal. It wasn't that loud, but playing it back, I'm like, holy shit! I gotta turn her down a little bit.
A little bit. Turn her volume down when you edit it.
Oh yeah, like I had to do like some sneaky cuts, and like when you're talking and I'm not talking, I'm like just turning down like just smidgen.
I've had to do that in video edits too. I totally understand.
Oh yeah, I've done that plenty of times to myself.
I was gonna say I don't think it's a problem of me being too not loud enough. I'm pretty sure I'm loud enough.
And it's also like back then when we were
Started
fiddling
bringing
with
me
the
down a little
sounds, trying to get the sound perfect for both of us, and I think we got it down to pretty much down to a T.
Sounds good to me. Anytime I hear it, I think it sounds lovely. Perfect.
Lovely.
Oh, my boss gets excited, loud, and instantly quiet.
The struggle is real.
I'm sorry, Goof. I mean, that's kind of how I am sometimes, so. Hi, it's me.
It's just the
You're
podcasting.
good at editing, yeah. That's a cool skill to have, especially these days, I think. Yeah. Wild stuff. I want to hear, you had put something in our discussion part of Discord. And I had no idea about this, so I had to Google it beforehand.
My TikTok's
Before we
full
went
of
live.
it. Literally all
Really?
day, it's full of it.
So, Shelly expressed in one of our discussion channels of our podcast, whatever, flow, in Discord, that Britney Spears is kind of going cray cray. Can you explain a
Okay.
little further? As if we're not
Correction.
surprised she's gone
It's
cray
not
cray, but
Britney.
like,
It's not Britney. Okay, it's not
oh,
Britney.
okay, sorry,
It's
confusion.
people have a theory because like she was freed
Oh,
from
okay.
like freed from her thing, right? But
Mm-hmm.
people don't think she's actually free. People think that people like her family is still like controlling her, and her husband is now part of the controlling group. Yes, and it's people noticed shit got kind of weird. Well, there was this one post a while ago from Britney that I was like, like she keeps posting like her thoughts, and sometimes her thoughts are a little like you should have kept that thought to yourself. So a few months ago, she posted about Christina Aguilera, because you know how they had their whole thing back in the early 2000s, and she basically like said, if I had bigger backup dancers, I would look really skinny, kind of like how Christina did. And everyone's like, like even when I first read it, like before the whole drama went down, I literally read it and I'm like, Brittany, no. Brittany
wrote that?
she wrote that, and it was just one of her unfiltered thoughts, and it was a long thing, and I'm like sitting there going, Brittany, no. And
Oh.
it was like one of the first times that she ever got like backlash, because normally everyone's on Brittany's side, you know.
Oh. I mean, yeah, for the most
So then
part.
she apologized, she tried to make it better, and blah blah blah. But then her birthday was apparently a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And ever since like this conservatorship, she's been really shitting on her sister, because her sister like really
Yes.
mooched off her. Like her sister's been pretty shit. Okay,
Yeah, for the most part.
so
Jamie Lynn has been
she's
not
been
that
talking a lot of shit about her sister on like Instagram, and then on her
great. I've seen a little bit of the feuds.
yeah, a little bit.
Sorry.
And on Britney's birthday, Britney wrote a really nice thing about her sister, which everyone's like, that's fucking weird. 'Cause, like, your sister is one of the main people that kept you in, like, the conservatorship and didn't help you, and you're basically gonna sue your whole family. So that was, like, the first indication that something's up. Like, sure, they could have made up, but I highly doubt it. If, like, my sister was involved in ruining my life for, like, 15 years, I don't think anything could ever fix that. You know?
I feel like maybe I'm tripping, but I swore I read through both of their Instagrams that they like kind of had forgiven each other maybe in this past year.
Nah,
6
she's been
months,
talking
maybe.
mega shit. Like,
So maybe, but that's where I'm like with Britney. I feel like she kind of like
I think she's still not
I
mentally
think she
right.
kind of just. I mean, come on,
'Cause
let's
her-
be real.
'cause her-
There's no way she's ever gonna be mentally right. She
Her
was
posts are always, like, still so
heavily
fucking weird.
medicated for years, like,
Yeah.
and probably not even needed to be
Yeah.
at early stages, and was like, because from what I understand, her dad kind of forced her,
Yeah.
and or people have, I don't know, allegedly,
Yeah.
so
And then, like, there was
don't
a whole
know.
times a couple months ago, Brittany posted some audio snippets of her son kind of talking to her, not that greatly, and kind of using words that her ex-husband Kevin, whatever his name is, uses, and like kind of like he's brainwashing the kids to think that she's this way, and like just this audio snippet of them fighting essentially. And then that was kind of weird. And then the other day she posted about one of her sons, not both her sons. And then where all this blew up because people were like, your whole Instagram's kind of been a bit weird for a couple weeks. And then her husband has posted a couple of stories. One of them was when he was talking to Britney Spears, and everyone's like, that's not Britney. That voice is not Britney. The accent's not Britney. And then all of a sudden it sounded like the person talking realized that he went live. So she put on a Britney voice, and everyone's still like, that's not fucking Britney. That's not her. That's not Britney.
weird.
And then the whole birthday thing, the husband posted some stories, and one of them is of, it seems like her holding the camera facing him and him singing happy birthday, and she's filming him instead of him filming her, which is like kind of weird in general because most times you film the birthday person. And she says, oh, thank you, but like the way that she says like thank you and stuff, everyone's like, that sounds like someone who's uncomfortable, and it sounds like an old like recording of her talking.
Ew.
And then he's like, oh, you gotta like open up I'm a gift, and like she's like, oh, okay, and then like it just doesn't sound like Britney at all.
Do we think Britney's okay?
That's the thing. The internet does not think Britney's okay. Some people are even stretching it that they think she's dead.
That's my first instinct right now that you're telling me all this stuff.
And then there's this other clip of the husband once again, of he's filming and he's like, oh, we set all this up because for Instagram and the socials, but we got to go out to dinner. And then he like pans the camera behind him is like Britney Spears and somebody else, but they're like posed, and everyone's like, that looks like an imposed insert of Britney because she's all like posing, and they're trying to leave, and he's walking away and she doesn't move. Nothing moves. The balloons don't move like in the breeze or nothing. Like nothing in the background moves. And everyone's like, it's too still. And like, I'm not saying that like I believe it. It's just I've been down this I'm a rabbit hole literally all day. Listening to these people.
Weird.
And she has not been seen since her and her husband went to Hawaii or wherever the fuck they went for like a week and a half. She hasn't been seen, which is weird because it's Britney Spears and she's always getting pictures taken of her.
Yeah, she doesn't have her Insta at all. That's for sure. But people are claiming is because she went off on her mom and dad. I'm reading an art. I briefly looked over an article that she kind of flipped out about her mom and dad conservatorship, and then shortly after deleted her Instagram. So
and like her Instagram's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone. As of but that's as of October 13th. That doesn't make sense. It's December. Why would this give me that?
Yeah. Like, I looked it up, and her Instagram, when I looked it up, probably around 3, her Instagram's gone.
It's been gone for a while then.
I don't know. I remember seeing a post of her son, like, I think, like, 2 days ago, because I'm just on my Instagram a lot. But, like, it's just weird. But she's unwell because of everything everyone put her through. Like, it's literally everyone's faults for what they did to her. And, like, her shaving her head was her way of getting control, essentially, of her life.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't that, oh, she snapped and she shaved her head. It wasn't. It was to get control of her life, and it kind of, like, backfired, but...
being in that generation, and really, she was a very substantial part of my growing up.
Yeah.
You as well, or
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Britney was everything
from the beginning.
Yeah.
I grew up with that homegirl.
Hell yeah.
So when she shaved her head, it was like very confusing.
Yeah.
As a fan for me. Some people were like, let her be. Some people, I know she lost a lot of fans, but then at the same time, she never really lost fans. I just don't think anyone really understood mental health.
Oh yeah,
at
no
that
one.
time. Also,
of course not.
What she was going through with her conservatorship.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
Someone needs to put yay on a conservatorship, okay?
Yeah.
Like Kanye.
I'm pretty Kanye. Bro, Kanye needs to like disappear. Like if anyone needs to like disappear from the world, it should be him.
This guy, Kono was just talking to me about him.
He needs to. In the car. The aliens just need to take him away, but they probably don't even want him. But
who is this modern day Nazi suddenly? What the heck? Have you heard that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Like, bro, what?
Kanye's he's, to be fair, Kanye's always been a lunatic.
Let go
But
of
the
the mic.
difference between Britney and Kanye is Kanye's a man. That's literally the difference.
Big difference. Yeah.
And Britney's not spouting racist, like, Nazi shit.
She's spouting shit that's real about herself.
Yeah.
Not about like crazy ass fucking.
Who's a black man hanging
God.
out with white? Yeah, that's Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye West. Kanye West needs to leave. He needs to be put under a conservatorship. I don't know who's willing to be in charge of him, but someone needs to like drug him and put him under conservatorship. Not gonna lie, that man. He made Jamie Lee. I'm a Curtis cry, which to me is unforgivable.
She's one of our favorites in our household.
Yes. So like when like, nah, get out of here.
No, comrade.
Get out of here,
Gulliver.
comrade. Get the fuck out.
Bot.
Thank you, Goofin. I'm like, how do I do things?
Ban him. Ban him.
But yeah, so he made her cry. Like he personally didn't like do it like face to face, but in a interview, someone was asking her, "Did you hear about what he said about Jewish people?" And she's like talking about it, and she's getting all choked up, and I'm like, how fucking dare you, Kanye West? If she's upset, imagine how other people feel. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
he needs to be
pretty tough
canceled.
lady.
He needs to be
He
like,
needs to get the fuck out of here. How do people still support him? I know
How-
he's losing sponsorships left and right.
but that's not going to stop him.
Well, it's going to stop some income. For
Yeah,
sure.
but he's still a multi-millionaire.
It's going to stop. He needs to be on a conservatorship.
He
straight
needs to like people have been like canceled for nothing. He needs to be canceled for everything.
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 How
That
is he
man.
not I mean, he's canceling himself slowly.
Slowly, but like
It's weird.
I give him like
People
2
just
years and
enjoy
he's gonna
talking
bounce
shit about
back.
him.
He's gonna bounce back like he always does. Because he does this. He goes through like
God.
waves, and I'm like, Kanye should be permanently banned, but yet we're all fans of him still. Why
The
not?
only time I enjoyed him was 12 years ago when his music was decent.
I
I
I've
was
never
in
listened to
London.
his music.
There was only like one song that was popular that I was really into that like will always remind me of being in a hostel in Amsterdam. And I just like, so like I'll give him that one credit of a decent memory, but beyond that, 12 years ago, beyond that, get canceled, bitch.
Get canceled. Like, God, get
Uh-huh.
out, Kanye. Like,
You know, honestly. Honestly.
Kim must be so, like, embarrassed to even be connected to him. They have 3 children together.
You just wanted all the babies from him. Why? I just don't understand that either. I can't.
Like,
The Kardashians are a whole nother level of things I don't understand.
I've never watched their show, so I can't really speak on it. I've, like,
So my
wanted
mom
to
was
try.
super into that shit. She was into the channel called Bravo, so
Yeah.
she loved to watch all the housewives shit, Below
shit.
Deck, Kardashian. So there was one that I got into it with her, or not into it with her, but into with her was Below Deck at one point, like years ago.
That's when,
That
like,
show was
they're
a
on
lot of fun.
yachts and, like, they're
Yeah.
serving. I've seen
It's like-
clips of it on TikTok. It looks really fun.
It's pretty entertaining to watch. I'm not gonna lie, damn it. But like the Kardashians, like I could sit there and watch that shit. Sure.
I honestly
Their
could if
life
you
is
put it on. Sure.
honestly really easy to watch. It's like 99% scripted, right? Like I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
there's some small amounts of organic shit that goes down, but like mostly it's scripted crap or whatever. And like dumb. It's really dumb, but like yeah, you could sit there and fucking indulge sometimes if you're like into it. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. My mom was so into that shit. I love it. It's just, I could never do it. And one thing that cracked me up the most was it would be like, Conan would be like, you know, this is scripted, right? And my mom would be like, no, it's not. This is real. And we would just laugh at her like, no, mom, there's not just like a camera sitting there like watching these guys chilling out on their like dining room table, like chatting. Like they
That's
have set
hilarious.
themselves up all nice, like scripted. And she's
Like, they
"Really?
have plans.
Did they really do that? She'd be so confused. So that's about the extent of Kardashians that I know, really. Is from like
Yeah.
when I hang with my mom or whatever because that was what she was really into.
That's really funny.
Hey, it's totally fine. Like,
Yeah.
she
Like,
really liked Days of Our Lives too, like soap operas. So it fit her flow, of,
yeah.
It's like a soap opera. It really is.
It really is.
Because then when Pete Davidson like fell into that flow too, like
What is with Pete
I'm
Davidson?
so glad he went in and then bopped out.
Like,
Oh, you like
why
the Days of Our Lives scoop in? Hey, Stefano.
like, but Pete Davidson, why do all the ladies love Pete Davidson? Like,
He's got a really big mouth.
I
I don't know what that means, but I just always notice that. He's got a really big mouth.
I don't know, but like he's dating like some top tier like A-listers, and I'm like, why?
He got really popular really quick, I think from Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's funny and all, but like he's not the best looking man in the world.
I don't like his hair color choice. I think he'd be like much more attractive with not that bleach blonde. I like the brunette. And other than that, like he's all right. He's like out of 10, like a 6.
Like he's not bad, but like not all
that's why I
these
give him a 6.
chicks that are digging him, and I'm like, you could do so much better than Pete Davidson. I feel
Maybe because he's just not that like that guy. Like he's not the Matthew McConaughey. He's not the
I guess, but like he's been
Leo
around, but he's
DiCaprio
been
or
around the
whatever.
park. Like
yeah.
he's dated quite a few ladies.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. There's
He's all right. He's
there's-
like I said, he's a 6 to me. Yeah.
Like there's all these people that I'm like sitting there going, who the fuck? Who is this? Why are we caring? Like who is this? But
Who's
I
the
guess
most
that,
attractive actor right now for you in Hollywood?
that's so.
Or just how
tricky.
about in general? It doesn't have to be right now. It could be like even when you were young. Oh well, no. Let's say present day.
Let's say present
Let's
day.
say present day. Yeah.
Henry
I can't think of
Cavill.
a lot of that. Who's that? Is that?
He's-
that's
he's
that's the
Superman.
Witcher dude. Yes.
Yeah,
I
not
would
also
break to
him.
Witcher. Well, he's not the Witcher now.
Oh no, he left.
By the way,
No, he's
Juicy.
doing the season coming up, and that's his last season.
And then
Liam Hemsworth.
Hemsworth. Who decided on that?
It's their own fault. They burnt that bridge with him. And I'll never forgive them for that. I may not even watch like the season with Liam. Because I'm so mad at
Liam
how they
and
handle
Chris
that.
they're attractive, but it's just like okay.
Chris is way hotter than Liam.
But they're both attractive. Let's just admit
Okay,
it.
they're both attractive,
human beings.
but Chris is
like,
better.
It's just kind of like okay, but could you guys have not picked like?
What has he even been
Why
in
couldn't
now?
they just pick somebody else? I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna. I will see.
I don't think it's going to do well. I don't think it's going to do well because Henry Cavill was like the life and
was on
soul.
it. He looked just like the game. Like
Yeah.
he was nailed it.
Nailed it.
I mean, but CGI and makeup, all that shit could possibly.
I will
mean,
say
don't know.
that the last season of The Witcher, like season 2, was kind of a letdown, not gonna lie.
I
was
haven't
really-
been able to watch it yet, but I
3?
will.
Oh, I guess it's the third season. What season?
I haven't watched any of The Witcher.
It's 2. There's only 2
I just-
seasons, Jordan.
I haven't watched any of it. I just know that I was pleased to see that
Season
Henry
1
Cavill
was great.
the actor.
Season
for
2,
it.
I kind of expected a bit more, and it kind of like, it was good and all, but I'm like, I wanted a little bit more, you know? You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
But like, Henry Cavill was like, yeah.
He's
I'll
the
just-
one.
He's
you
the
know?
one. Like, him as like Superman, like, he's like in competitions with like Mr. Dreamy Superman, which is, what's his name? Christopher Reeves to me is like Dreamy Superman because he's just so goddamn dreamy. Like,
Really?
he's so dreamy. Like, we watched it and I'm like sitting there going, he's so dreamy. he's like, if I was like a young kid when that movie came out or like a teenager, I would be just drooling.
I am
Like,
so
I would be obsessed with him.
off the cuff. I really loved that one Superman that didn't do very well. He was my heartthrob.
He was your heartthrob. Like,
By far, dude. Oh yeah, he was like the best next Christopher Reeves because he was similar to him in like style and bigness and like.
yeah. I'm not
Just-
talking about his Superman skills. I just thought him as a human being
Well,
was
no,
just,
that's fair.
oh my God, that's like the most beautiful human being I've ever seen.
I would say, in that realm, I would say Patrick Swayze was that guy for me.
Really?
For that era, yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Patrick Swayze. I never like saw Patrick
Because his
Swayze.
daddy
Like,
can hear this. It is now sad.
shut up. I have to hear about you ogling actresses, so shut the fuck up. The girl from Lost, I can't remember her actress name, but I can't remember her name at all. But she's in like Fast and the Furious. She's a Hispanic girl. I don't know what her name is, but you have a major crush on her. I fucking know that. And Emma Watson. I know. So let me just ogle some actors here with Khalees.
Conant admitted to me, he didn't know like he had to or was more stupid. He was just like, Jamie Lee Curtis is like really hot.
She is really hot, right?
I was like, whoa, okay, like
She's a babe.
and I'm like looking, I'm like, she's like really hot. You're right. Do you guys both like check people out, or do you guys like shield each other out from that? Do you like check people out and talk about it?
Here's the thing.
You gonna talk about it?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. We do.
Okay,
If we see like a girl with like big boobs, we're like, look at the boobs on her, or like, look at her ass.
See that rack? Yo.
We do that all the time. All the time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but you can't complain about me talking about how dreamy Christopher Reeves is or Henry Cavill
so
because I
funny.
hear about this shit all the time.
Oh, man. So we got a kick, speaking of just attractive people, who I don't think is attractive now, sadly, but we started getting on a kick of watching old WWE matches with like Stone Cold and The Rock, like back in the day, and
Yeah.
just whatever, some Royal Rumbles. And man, The Rock was good looking back in the day.
He
I just
was.
gotta say, I was like, what can I was like? God, he's so good looking. And Coda was like laughing at me, but I was just like, I was like watching a couple Royal Rumbles, and then the next day, John's like, I want to watch Wrestling Mommy. I want to watch The Rock. He's my favorite. And I was just like, oh, okay.
Nice.
Influence the child. That's right.
Yes.
The Rock baby.
Yes.
So we wanted to binge for like 2 days of like anytime we'd put on YouTube in the evening, we'd watch a bunch of wrestling. It was pretty fun. Anyways,
geez.
that's just attractive people. But
Attractive people.
I don't know. Present day, I mean, I always find Jason Momoa very attractive.
So
but, like,
attractive. Yeah, I agree. I am on
know.
that boat too.
he's very attractive.
And he seems like a nice guy, which like
wicked
amps it up.
attractive. Yeah. Like he's one person that makes you kind of flutter when you like if you were to meet him in person, I feel like. But then again, like maybe not. Maybe he looks like different in person. You know, like how
Maybe.
your face can look different, you know?
I need to find a commercial.
Cameras are weird.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but like it's Jason. I don't know what the purpose of the commercial is, but Jason Momoa's in it, and he's basically like his like muscles aren't real and his hairline's not real.
Oh yeah.
You remember that commercial? And like
do
he has like
remember
skinny
that.
arms and he takes off the wig and he has like a and he's like
Yeah.
balding.
What is that for? I think it
What
was a
is-
Super Bowl commercial. For
It might
something,
be.
wasn't it?
I'm googling it and I'm putting it in chat.
I don't remember.
Momoa commercial. Like I don't know what that was from,
I
and
do
it was
remember
like,
that.
oh yeah, it is a Super Bowl commercial. Yeah, I'll put
Okay.
in chat.
It seemed like it might have been a Super Bowl commercial. That was where
It was
last
weird.
Year, that great Super Bowl commercial of Austin Powers like reuniting for a car
Yes.
commercial, and that was like chef's kiss.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So good. So good.
So good. And like his boots are super tall and it just shrunk him down a little bit. Like I'm just watching it now because I'm like, I just remember something and it's so weird with his skinny little arms and I'm like, ugh, it's just so weird. He's ripping off his six-pack.
Wow, his boots made him so tall.
I
How
know.
tall is he?
I don't know
Is
how
he
tall.
short?
No. How
Ew, he took his arms off.
tall is
I
Jason?
forgot about this
Ma-
commercial.
I did too until you
Ew.
mentioned. It's in meters. I don't know
There's
how
nothing
tall
wrong
anyone's
with that.
meters.
It's just like you see him in like all this beefness, and then he's just like, ew, no.
Um, so he's 6'3".
Oh damn!
Like,
he's
approximately.
actually tall. That's anything
That
over
is
6
so weird.
foot is tall to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And his wife's at the end of the ex-wife now, I guess.
No, I think they got back together. Is what I last heard.
Together.
From what I last heard, they got back together. Or they're testing the waters or something. But I was shocked when they announced like their whole divorce thing, and I'm like, you had a crush on her since like you were so young, because like he watched her when she was in something about a bell. What's that show? Saved by the Bell?
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, she was apparently in that, and he saw her as like
Oh.
a young adult, and he's like, I'm gonna marry that woman, and then he ended up marrying her.
Went the fuck up in there and married that girl.
Yeah, yeah,
Imagine.
it's amazing. Which
in
which is
the
why like it
world?
kind of made me sad
That's
when they
pretty.
announced their breakup. But the last I heard,
It says
they're back
that
together.
as of July 30th, which isn't, that's a bit of ways now, but as of July 30th, they had announced they were getting divorced. They announced it in January. But
Okay, then maybe I misheard. Like, it's not that. Don't get me wrong. I may know a lot about like celebrity things, but I don't go looking for celebrity gossip. It just kind of stumbles
it's just
on my
when it rolls
feed,
on there. Yeah.
and I go down like a rabbit hole, which like invites more and more, and I rabbit hole. I get stuck. So I don't go looking for this celebrity gossip. I just know it.
But, like, wait, what is that commercial for?
I don't. Oh, I didn't finish it. What was it even
'Cause
for?
I still missed what it was for. I didn't. I didn't catch
What the
it.
fuck was it for?
November 18th. Are Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa still married after their shocking
It's
split?
like it's about a mortgage company.
Oh wow. Okay.
I guess we'll have to
legit.
watch it and like actually listen to it to maybe make sense.
I mean, he was saying like, my comfort place, my this is where I can take my shoes off and relax.
Yeah,
and,
maybe like
that's what he
protecting
was
your
saying,
home.
But like, so, oh yeah, I guess so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And another person that I've like, I never thought was hot, ever, until the two most recent things I saw them in. I'm like Robert Pattinson isn't actually bad, but I'm not in his Twilight days. Don't get me wrong, but he was in the Batman movie, and I'm like,
I
Rob
haven't seen it yet,
Rob
so maybe I'll have to
Pattinson, what are
check
you
it out.
doing? And then also like he was in that I'm a Tenant, which was which was fantastic in my opinion. And I'm like, Rob, like I'm seeing you in a whole different light.
Well, maybe he's matured a little too.
And like
you know?
he used his British accent for like the first time
Oh.
I feel, which I've
That's
never
actually
seen him
probably
do in a movie except for like Harry Potter, but like that's different. That was years
I
ago.
should check out the Batman with him.
It was good. I personally enjoyed every minute of it. And I was like the biggest Rob like Pattinson shitter. Like when they announced him for that role a few years ago, I
was instantly like,
shit on it. I full on posted going, this is gonna be garbage. Rob can't do this role. Pattinson sucks. Like I was like shitting on him fully. I take it all back now. I'm sorry, Robert Pattinson. I was wrong.
This is Shelly's formal apology.
This is my
to
formal
Robert
apology to
Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson for completely shitting on you and not giving you a proper chance. And you have changed my mind, and you did a really good job. And I hope you do get a second movie. because I wouldn't mind.
Interesting. He's a trip.
Yeah, he's a weird actor.
Yeah. But actors are weird.
They are weird.
You know?
Like, you gotta
They're
be
weird.
weird to do that
Yeah.
job.
You really do. You have
Yeah.
to be very different, eccentric even.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't know. Acting's a trip when you think about it.
it is, like, a mental trip. Like, pretending to be, like,
Yeah.
a murderer for, like, 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, that's gotta fuck you up.
Ah. Like you change your whole certain people who are method actors that change their whole existence.
Method people are annoying. And I think that they're full of bullshit and they're just doing it for
They're
attention.
the least entertaining actors in my opinion.
Yeah.
But-
Like, get a fucking personality.
How's it going? Good. You just walked in here really intensely, like hood up, glasses on, really fast, kind of stomping. You good? Okay. Are the kids doing good?
The dog's doing good.
They fucking love daddy. Well, that's great. That's some shit to hear right there.
Yeah, like up there they swap beds. They're in.
Yeah, they chose to sleep in each other's beds.
Yeah, they
Weirdos.
They each read me a book, then I read a book, and then I turn off the lights. Like, right,
Good night.
give them some.
You're so grown up already. Aw.
They swap beds. That's funny.
Yeah. Well, we got Ella's bed all
Yeah.
new, whatever. And last night I put them to bed, and last night they were like, Ella decided she wanted to just go lay in John's bed, and John was like, I'm gonna sleep in Ella's bed, and I'm like, you know what? Okay,
Why not?
let's just swap pillows and blankets. You guys are chill. It's no big deal. It's nothing different really going on.
Yeah.
They
like your
slept like little
siblings.
rocks. They
Nice.
were great. They were stoked. It might be permanent. Who knows? They seem to really like it. I
Like,
don't know.
permanently being on those sides or permanently, like,
Yeah.
constantly swapping?
They seem to be happy on opposite sides that they were started on.
Ah,
So
Why not?
Whatever. You guys sleep wherever you sleep. Just don't come down to my bed in the middle of the night. The other day, I had upset tummy. It was kind of late at night. It was like 2:30 in the morning. I woke up to my tummy hurting, and I was like, "Oh man, I don't know what I ate," but it was obviously like, "Okay, I gotta go sit on the toilet."
yeah.
So I go sit on the toilet, and I'm like, flicking through my phone, blah blah blah. Lovely, and I hear a sound, and I'm like, oh no. And then the door opens, and John's standing there with his Goofy and his blanket and his Ender friend. And I'm like, no, you are not going to my bed with me. You are going to go pee. And then you're gonna go back up to your bed because they just take. I'm not into. A lot of people are into it. I'm not personally into co-sleeping with my children.
Oh, yeah?
I like to sleep in the same bed with my kids. In the morning, I really don't mind having like, if they're up a little earlier than normal, like coming in and snugging and like that kind of flow. But no, I don't like to encourage sleeping like with us. It's like our time.
Yeah.
We need our time pretty bad. You guys have your own beds, and like I don't mind to nurture you and snuggie with you, like if you need to, if you're like scared or afraid. But like, I'd prefer to go up there and like snuggie with them
Yeah.
than to like always have them just think they can come in the middle of the night. Because like, hello, we need our intimate time too. Sometimes, like not always needing like little children there.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, fuck out. Anyways, yeah. So. That's that. But yeah. So I don't know what was going on right before that, but Kona came in really intense, so I'm sorry for that sidetrack of conversation. What are we talking about? Hello,
I don't know.
Podcast, baby.
I don't know what we're talking about ever.
We were talking about attractive actors there for
We
a
were.
second,
We were.
which was pretty fun. I have a couple would you rathers.
I have
that I could,
two.
like, do you? Okay.
Yeah. I found two.
You want to do one?
Sure, I'll
First?
do one.
Okay.
Let me just pull up my photos. Oh, I have three actually.
Oh, ooh.
Would you rather, or do you want to change the title there so it makes my life a little easier?
Yes. Yes, thank you. Un momento.
It's very helpful.
No, yes, it is. Thank you. It's been a while
Because
since we've
there's been some
started.
times when like I'm like, oh my god, this always says check in when the fuck do you change topics?
Darn it.
And like we like
Darn
change
it.
them of topics and go off topic, so it's so hard to like pinpoint when we're talking about things. Like I have to go back like 20 minutes to try and figure out what that comment was about.
It's actually pretty funny to go through that and be like, how did we get there?
Like it was so funny because like I had a lot of podcasts to go through. Like I built up a lot of podcasts like over the couple months, and like some of them are just so old now that I'm like I literally don't know what we even talked about. So like some of them I'm just sitting there just laughing away, just cackling to myself because we said something funny. Because like the way that I like edit things is that I kind of skip ahead, and if we're laughing, I'll like go backwards and see like what happens instead of like watching the whole thing again.
Yeah.
I'll like jump around.
Sure.
So like
It's the good part.
there's some parts where I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck?
What?
The Lone Rock community with many tunnels. There's so many tunnels in this podcast. But for my would you rather be lost at sea on a raft or lost in a desert? Like just a desert, no trees. It's just a desert. I'm making up this rule.
Desert.
Desert, Jordan? You also picking desert, Cleese, or did you just say desert?
This desert. Yeah, no, I choose desert.
Yeah, I think I agree
All day.
because like I think we've
We've talked about
decided
this.
as a group that the ocean is scary.
We don't like the ocean. I mean, I don't mind putting literally up to my knees in the ocean.
I don't know, that still kind of scares me. It might chop off my kneecaps.
But like beyond that, no, I don't go full body. I mean, I have before.
Oh yeah.
But like it freaks me out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't
Like-
do it as a grown up.
Like in Mexico, we would go like into the ocean, and then I'd be fine, and then like I just stop and then think and be like, there could be a shark in here, and then I'm like, I'm out, or like I could step on a
good.
like on a stingray, and that's how Steve Irwin died. I'm out. Well, he didn't step on one, but a stingray killed him.
Sure. No, for sure. It's true. I think it stab his heart.
Yes, it
I
did.
think.
Yes.
Yikes.
And there's like it's crazy that happened when they were filming like an episode of their whatever show he was doing, and his wife like just destroyed the footage, which totally makes sense. But still,
Wow.
like they had one like edit of it, and they're like, this is yours to do whatever you want, and she's like, destroy it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch it. Get rid of it. So it's gone forever. No one will ever see Steve die.
I mean, good.
Good.
That's sad. Terribly sad.
Yeah.
Man, their children are gorgeous, by the way.
Oh my god. Stunning people. Like inside and
Robert
out.
is of age, right?
Yes.
Okay, just checking because that young man is a heart motherfucking throb.
Like
Just
how
saying.
how is he not snake somebody yet? Robert Irwin is
Is he
no
always single?
he's I'm 19. Close enough.
Okay, he's still of age.
He's still technically
Can't
of age.
drink a cocktail with me. Well, I guess he could.
Well,
depending
in
on what country you're
Australia, he could probably.
Yeah. He's only 19. Koofin.
He's only 19.
Only. He's gorgeous. That
Yes.
child is. Sorry, not that child. I mean, it could be. I mean,
And like I'm
children
like
are gorgeous too.
Bindy's stunning. Bindy's
And
amazing.
she's beautiful, and her child's gorgeous. She picked a beautiful man too.
Yeah, like the genes in that family. Holy shit.
Damn. You know.
But yeah, so I
Yeah.
think we all agree like the desert because the ocean's
Desert.
scary.
There we go.
There's rogue waves. Like if you were on a raft, a rogue wave could
Currents, sea animals, depths of we've never discovered. No.
Ooh, no thanks.
No.
No. Please no. Thank you.
No.
No. No. Desert. Even though like that'll be shitty and you'll get sunburnt and just well, you could
You're
get sunburned on a
probably gonna-
raft, anyways.
I thought you're gonna have better chances getting a crazy torrential downpour in a desert of fresh water than you would be able to retrieve fresh water in the ocean or sea.
I guess,
I
but
mean,
it does
yes,
rain
you
on the
could,
ocean.
like, but, and I guess you actually, well, that's a good point. But you have to consider with the ocean or sea or whatever, when it is storming, it's not necessarily like chill waters. Like you have
Yeah.
that whole movement of your
Oh,
central
yeah.
ground, right? Whereas in the desert, everything's windy probably and like raining and stuff. But like once it's actually raining, it's typically like calm and it's just rain. So
Yeah.
you could technically get yourself water. Is that was my vision of it
Yeah.
when you asked. But that even then, you're hoping you're in the right season where rain would come.
Exactly.
desert,
That's
so.
the thing.
But then again, if you're if you're in the ocean, you're not going to be able to boil water on a raft if that's where you happen to. If that's what we're on, right? We're on a raft.
We're on a raft.
Yeah.
But like from like the Life of Pi, he like built that thing that like makes like condensation.
True.
But like that
Do
doesn't
that
mean we
too.
have all the tools like the dude from Life of Pi.
That's true. No, and it's not likely that you would, but you could try if you
You could
like, put yourself
Science.
into it. I guess.
science it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you could try. I would try. We
Yeah.
had this cool program called Hug a Tree when I was a kid that taught you how to like survive in the forest if you got lost.
Oh wow.
And they always recommended that you stayed by a tree and like packed yourself. I'll never forget, like you pack yourself a Snickers bar and like a little like,
But why
blanket just
stay
in
by a
case,
tree?
and like just in case. Because the snow won't completely like envelop you necessarily in a tree well. I mean, it's still kind of scary being in a tree well, honestly, but you're gonna be safer at a tree than you are just like
Good
out
to
and about,
know.
personally. That's
Good
what I
to
remember when
know.
I was a kid. I should relook into that I have that book at my. I think it's at my dad's house. There was like this little journal thing that you like pulled out as a little kid. I'd love to look
Nice.
back at it. It's been a long time since I have, but I do remember that I had to have been like under 10 when that little class went down. So
Yeah.
remembering a little bit of it. And you're
That's
out of the
funny.
wind. Yeah. Goof's got it down. You have
Yeah.
bows built in to make a floor to get you off the snow. Exactly. And there's like just less like danger of the elements on a tree well, in
Yeah.
a tree
I
well.
guess.
Yeah, trees are pretty safe, so. Anyways. So my would you rather is you can change the color of your certain body part at will. Would you rather it be your hair, your pupils, or your skin?
Hair.
Hair.
Yeah, because I've always wanted red hair.
Fun.
Yeah, I used to dye it red like all the time. Like not like red. It's just like because my hairdresser at the time was like, "I'm not gonna bleach your hair," so I'd like get like dark reds and just get box dyes and do that.
What? How red? Like ginger red or like
I would not.
actual red?
Back in the day of high school Chelsea, it was like fire truck red.
Nice.
That's how red I wanted it, but the hairdresser's like, no. So I would have like dark, like kind of like that leaf. I would like that leaf color,
Okay.
on our background
Sure.
here. I would want that color.
Okay, that's a nice color.
But like, I haven't dyed my hair in a long fucking time.
Yeah.
It's been like probably maybe 7 years.
Dang.
Yeah, this is all natural. Haven't
Yeah,
done it in
same.
forever.
I had a small spurt in time where I dyed my hair and like cut it, and it was all wild. And I had like blonde and red and brunette, and I let my cousin just go crazy, and it was A-lined and like really short. Well, for me, short.
Yeah.
because I have like 4 feet long hair right now.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's like really short for me, and it was like all sorts of different colors. I wonder if I could.
Jordan would get pupils. What color would you pick for your pupils, Jordan?
Yeah, what color?
Yeah. Because you got dark pupils. You got dark eyes.
I feel like this person should have said irises because the
Yeah.
pupils are always supposed to be black, but if you could,
I think they meant
Change
like
it,
the like I'm
like the
envisioning like
eye.
the eye color.
yeah,
Black
me
or
too.
light purple.
Or light
I-
purple.
I was expecting more of a reasonable, like normal color answer, but that'll do too. I just thought you might be like, I would like to know what it feels like to have green eyes. But you do you.
I have green eyes.
Yeah?
They were blue when I like was younger, and as I grew up, they became like greenish hazel.
My
Yeah.
eyes are hazel, so they like constantly like flip flop, have some like green in there, some
Yeah,
blue in
mine
there.
are very similar to that.
And like sometimes it's more bluish and more greenish sometimes, more
We must
brownish.
have very similar eye color because that's exactly how I would describe mine as well.
Yeah.
Like the inside is almost like a hazelish brown, and then it's like kind of green, and then there's like a little bit of blue. But like most of the time, I feel like my eyes really project green. Most of the time, maybe it's just what I wear or just the area, but they're not blue like they were when I was little.
Yeah.
They were like blue when I was little,
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
My sister had like blue eyes and also blonde hair. So she was a blue-eyed, blonde-haired baby.
Yeah,
And like now she still has pretty blue eyes, but her hair's like a dirty blonde now.
yeah. Had she dyed it?
She would dye
Wow.
like occasionally, but she's never like dyed her whole head, you know? But she'd like get streaks of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's ever like dyed her full head, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
It depends on what you wear. If you have hazel eyes, exactly. It just tases some girls who thought she could escape. Oh, you just tased some girl? Nice. My hair started, her hair color, and look how dark. Yeah, yours is like fucking black. But I don't think she's ever gonna get like black hair. Like, it's still pretty friggin' light. So, Jordan, you're busy playing a cop game when I've asked you to get me a glass of wine.
I'm gonna take that quick moment to grab myself a beverage real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a
So
Beveragino
let's
too.
just do that
Let's
because
beer
I
me.
could use it, and I don't have Kona to ask me, so for me to ask. Anyways,
So BRB then. BRB.
be right back.
What kind of drinks did you get? Like what flavors?
I got a variety of White Claws from the store today.
Strawberry?
This one is currently strawberry. And then my favorite is pineapple.
Pineapple, yum.
I love pineapple stuff.
That sounds so good.
And I like the watermelon as well. It's really nice.
I love watermelon. It's the best flavor of alcohol or drink, juice, whatever. More things should be watermelon flavored.
The BRB music is way louder than our voices.
Sorry. It's deafening you.
It's good to know though too, because that means audio on that one is like way strong, but I don't know. Should be okay. Are we too quiet?
I can turn down that because it was like getting like into the reds when I was watching it, but I'm like, no one's ever commented on it before.
And Goofin's like, since we're on this audio thing, BRB,
turn it down a little bit.
It needs to come down a notch or two. It's funny because we have Google in our house and like she'll be raging sometimes and I'll be like, hey Google, volume 5, like because she's like up at a 10 for some reason. I think John's like talking to her. We're pushing the freaking thing.
Yeah.
I don't like having those around, honestly, but Conan's in it.
My dad's the funniest with those things because like sometimes it doesn't always like understand him because he has like a British like accent. And he's like, just Google, just yelling, Google, stop!
Like
Google, be quiet! Stop, Google! Like he'll just be talking like on the phone, and then all of a sudden he stops talking and he's yelling at Google because it just won't stop.
The best part is only because I've like really only seen images of your dad.
He has a strong Cockney accent.
So like I can just imagine.
You can envision what he sounds like.
Seriously.
Google, stop!
What a character. I love it.
Oh
man.
Yeah, I told him that we're live, but then he's been super busy because they have a show to do on the weekend that they didn't know that they were doing until yesterday. So they're trying to get a bunch of pieces done.
Spit them out as fast as you can.
Pretty much.
Oh man, that's cool though. At least they have a show. Is he still driving too?
Unfortunately, yes. He's still driving. He doesn't really have an option right now, but he is driving. He does take like some time off because the wood business takes like is super duper busy. They've started doing like private like 2 people groups like in their stores where like they'll teach them how to make like their stocking hangers or their little gnome guys or their Christmas trees or something. Yeah.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. That's neat.
But it's so funny, like they're now so well known, and like I don't think I told you, but I have some friends that follow them like on like Facebook, and like they follow like their woodcrafting stuff, and every once like in a blue moon, it'll finally click, and they'll be like, "That's your dad," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's my dad," and they're like, "Oh my god, like I had no idea that was your dad until like this very second. And like they're liking all of his posts or commenting, and I'm like, oh look, my friend's liking the posts, and they have no idea. The funniest one is when like my grandma does, and I'm like, you don't know that that's dad. And I'm not saying shit because that'll be weird.
Has he always worked with wood? As Goofy just
He does little, like, growing up, we would do little projects. Like, one of the first big projects, he would always do, like, random models. He can draw really well, but, like, Says can really draw really well. Like, she does all the artwork. But one time when I was growing up, we made a, fountain out of, like, a old barrel, and we got, like, one of those like water thingies where you push the back,
like and a water pump.
Yeah, but it didn't work as a water pump. But like we figured out how to like put it all together. We put like rocks in it, and then we had to like fiddle around with like the hose because it would just like jut out. So we tried to figure out how to make that work. He also made a pond.
That's so cool.
In our backyard, and then so like he's always been like crafty and did shit. It's just never sold anything or did anything like this.
And sometimes you like aren't sure. That's kind of just like a fun little side hobby, right? Like you're just doing, for him probably like doing this fun thing with my kids or whatever. You know? Like,
with me.
Really, you know. And then you don't think about fulfilling that into a business sometimes when it's like actually pretty sweet. So
like
really
what
cool.
happened was my dad got Says one of those cricket things, like those cricket makers.
Okay.
And like they can print out like stickers essentially, and then you would stick them onto cups and shit. You could do a lot more with them, but like that's all I really know. And then for funsies, like she made like these signs, and then people will start like reaching out to her, going, "I want to buy that." And then it kind of just exploded.
So you just like create something and then you can print it out with this said
printer?
Yeah,
like it comes with like patterns and shit, but you can also like make your own, I think, and like get like special things to plug in that are different patterns for different things.
So it says a Cricut is a cutting machine that can cut a wide variety of materials for your craft projects like paper, vinyl, HTV, heat transfer vinyl, and cardstock. Some Cricut machines can even cut thin wood, leather, fabric, and more. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, like they have this, like they bought this machine that does like wood stuff, like a year ago or so. And Dad took this class with this young man, and he learned like how to use it.
A young man.
Well, like it was this young man just teaching this class, and Dad was the only person there to learn. So it was like it was a one-on-one, which is honestly for him the best way for like him to learn that shit. Not gonna lie.
That's great. I love it. It was meant to be.
And just it's just exploded, and they got their shop like last year, I think it was. The year before last. I think it was last year. And business is booming.
That is so cool. I'm so happy for them. Mm-hmm. In that aspect of like that they're they're happy because they have a storefront too, right?
Yeah, they have a store
cool.
where they do their stuff, and they have like other people selling their crafts also. Mm-hmm. So they have like a jam person, a candle person, a jewelry person. Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I love that.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff I love to see, honestly. It's just, I don't know. It's being able to create your crafts and like join together in a store like that. Like that's really neat.
It's really great. Like if I stuck around, like like if I was still there, would I want to sell my stuff there? And I'm like, probably not, because like it's not my demographic. The store, really.
Yeah, it's not quite the same, but you never know. Some people might walk in there and be like,
maybe. But I've done some normie shows in Saskatoon, and they were all an absolute disaster.
Really?
They were all like an absolute waste of time. Like, I hated them. I hated
You
them
have to
so
do some
much.
normie designs or something.
I know
you were
sports
gonna
does
do
well,
it.
but don't even get me started. Like I did one
Yeah.
sports thing because like my colleague ordered 4 because one of them was for like a soccer team, and as soon as I posted that, my dad's like, "Oh, could you make me this?
Will you do it?
Will you do sports?"
You're like,
I could. Like it's
I
sport. Like
guess.
sports logos are super easy. Like don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah.
not because they're difficult that I don't want to do them. It's because it's boring.
Does your dad go for Man U or Chelsea?
Neither. He's a
Neither.
Brentford Bees,
Nice.
and that's because it's in our blood. Because
There you go.
some relative back in the day played for that team, and we are now a Brentford family, Brentford supporters. Forever, we're Brentford people, the Brentford Bees.
Keep that in mind because 12 years ago, around now, I was in London and I stayed at the Chelsea Stadium because of the people I nannied for. They happen to know. I don't know. Anyways, they helped us stay there. It was fancy and blah, blah, blah. So I was just curious. I thought I'd ask because there was a huge rivalry between those two, I know. So I was just curious if he was at a preference of either, but hearing that he's not of either is even cooler because we're those type of people as well. We're always like, you know, the team that doesn't necessarily like, I don't know, maybe they do great. I don't know anything about
Well,
Brentford,
apparently
but, you know.
Brentford just got bumped up to like the next level of soccer league, whatever the fuck it
that's
is. I
great.
don't know, but he was telling me about it because we
he's
saw
pretty stoked.
we saw the Bees back when we went to England way back, like 2008 maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Something like that. And yeah, so we went and saw them live. We got some
That's
Brentford
around the
gear.
time I think I was there too.
That's weird.
2008. It was 12 years ago. So
I don't know for
2008.
sure.
It's
It might have
2022.
It might have been
Oh no.
2006, but like I'm also like really bad with like years and shit. So
Yeah.
it was
Not doing my
in
math right.
the mid 2000s. I feel. I feel
2010.
I feel 2006. Honestly, in my blood, I feel 2006, but I could be wrong.
That's the year I graduated. It's possible.
That's crazy.
Oh, I gotta check this memory real quick because I want to see what I just.
I don't have any memories of that like on Facebook, so I can't check that.
14 years ago. Excuse me. 14 years ago, I was in London.
Which would have been what
Yeah,
year?
2008.
That's crazy that we were probably
That's-
there roughly around the
It might
same
have
time.
been around the same time.
But
We
I would have been like a
probably-
child, and you were an
I was-
adult.
Well, no, you barely were. I mean, you're not that much younger than I am,
No,
right?
I'm 29.
I'm 34. I'll be 35 in February.
I'll be 30 in March.
Yeah, we're only 5 years apart.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
You
I
would have
don't.
been like 15, and
Yeah.
I was 19.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, no, 14. You would have been 14. Well,
Somewhat.
yeah, 'cause I would have been 19 because I was only 19 when I went.
Mm.
I was stoked because the moment we got on the plane and we made it to Canada, it's just the fact that you can because America's whack in this way. But like, it's like, oh, you can have a drink. You're in Canada. It's the legal drinking age is 18. It's like, okay. And me, the gal that we went on the trip with, we both got margaritas in Calgary in the airport. I was like, why not, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like Saskatchewan's. I'm 19. Is
Okay.
the legal
maybe
drinking
that's
age?
what it was.
Well, like, Alberta's 18, and Saskatchewan
Okay.
is like I'm 19 because a lot of the kids when they turn like 18, they drive over to Alberta and get some
Wow.
drinks.
That's so funny.
Is 18 and BC is 19. And Saskatchewan's 19. And but it was weird because when I went to Vegas when I was I'm 19 with my parents. We were just passing through, and I couldn't get a drink, and I'm like, what the fuck?
This is lame.
This is bullshit. I can't get anything.
I visited Las Vegas when I was 16, passing through with my family as well, and I wasn't eager for anything. Not eager, but I wasn't in that mind state.
I wanted one of
all.
those
Like, I
giant
wasn't, but
slushies.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
bad. So bad. I want one of them giant slushies. Jordan, when we go to Vegas, I'm getting a giant slushie. Like
when
the
you-
size of me.
When are you guys going to Vegas? You guys
No
have plans?
clue.
Oh my gosh, you guys
I'm
have to
just-
go. When you go, let me know. Oh my gosh,
Party.
that would be fun. I have never been there as like an adult.
Me neither.
But and I live pretty, I mean, close enough. It's a 13-hour drive. It's
Oh,
just
that's
too
not bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, we booked our
It's so funny.
hotel, and we initially booked a hotel like at like a Holiday Inn, like not on the strip, but then we drove up and we're like, we're gonna get murdered here. Like, it was the sketchiest place we've ever seen. And then we're like, and then my parents are like, you know what, let's just find a cheap place like on the strip. So we stayed at the Black Pyramid place.
Yes, we had lunch. That's so crazy. We had dinner there. What is that called? The Mirage, I think? No.
No,
What is the
Jordan,
Black
Jordan,
Pyramid
you know
called?
this. But I hear now that that's like one of the worst places to actually stay. But you know what? It was, I don't know how much it was, but it was like one of the cheaper ones, which whatever, you pay what
Really?
you get
It's
for.
bad?
It's old.
Oh.
It's dated. And also the weird part is that the balconies
The Luxor.
are inside. Yeah, the Luxor. The balconies are inside.
Yeah.
That was
It's really trippy. Like,
it was weird.
I'd never stayed in a room there. That must be really weird.
It was really weird because I'm like, I can see them, but they can also see me because we're all in a hotel.
Weird.
Yeah, but like it's just dated. It's old, but you know what? We didn't get murdered, so. But I swear we were gonna get murdered when we were staying at that Holiday Inn.
I wouldn't honestly be surprised because some Holiday Inns are kind of sketch.
Dude, like from what I hear, if you're gonna rent a hotel like in Vegas, the only safe place, quote unquote, to rent one is like on the strip. Don't go anywhere else but the strip. Because there's some sketch neighborhoods.
I don't
The
know enough about
Luxor.
Vegas for that to know.
I don't know, but
I do know Vegas is particularly a sketch city
Oh yeah.
since it's Sin City. So like, let's be
Yeah,
real.
like
it's gonna
like
be
we were out
sketch.
walking around and these guys are handing out these cards of just ladies that can you can call up and have nights with, and like they're like giving them out but also like throwing them around so then you pick them up. It was really weird.
Yeah, I mean, I had an experience in Amsterdam walking through the red light district because we had to,
Yeah.
where a man was like asking us to come down into his like room with the red lights. Just,
Ew.
like, but there was, and we were like, no, it's okay.
No, thank
So I kept
you.
walking. No, thank you.
I don't want to get murdered. It's fine.
Let's work a little faster. This is cool to see. And there's like literally people
Tits out.
in apartments with their windows just like naked with like just chilling, like waiting,
Yeah, just-
soliciting themselves. Just
Yeah. It's a whole different world there.
Oh, dude, you know, that was an eye opener at 19. I was like, holy fuck, dude, what? It's crazy. So that little snippet that you said, that's like the American version of like hamster.
It really is.
Because it's like, honestly, like you don't get to see the chick, but like you could call the number if you want. But it's like
Yeah.
also like, is it really that?
Who knows? Who knows?
Fuck, big cities stress me out sometimes, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like a lot of fun, but they're also a little stressful.
Yeah. I feel that.
Vegas, man. That's a topic and a half. All right, let's hear your next Would You Rather.
Is it my turn? Oh yeah, your last.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I think I did the last one, didn't I?
What?
No, I
What
did.
was
Get
it
it
again?
out?
Remind me.
Oh yeah, the
The
if
change
you
of your
could change
hair.
the color of your hair
Yeah.
or your body part.
Okay. Would you rather never use social media or never watch a movie for the rest of your life?
Right. Never have social media or never watch another movie.
Yeah. It's not tough. Like it's one that like you think going, oh, that's gonna be easy, but then you really think about it.
That's hard only because, like, I don't watch movies.
Mm.
So, not really, I guess it's by choice, but like I typically fall asleep I'm terrible. So, and the time that I have to watch movies is at night, right? So, hello. I'm gonna dip out on the movies because I'd prefer have social media, I guess, if that's my two choices.
I really struggled thinking about this one. Like,
Because you have a mass mix of both in your
yeah,
existence of life.
I strongly value both of them.
I am way weighted on the social media. Not like I value social media, but like, I guess I'd rather have that than just have movies.
Yeah.
Because movies, you're never getting anything like, I don't know. Does the social media mean I can still like message my friends through social media? Is that what that means? Because that's important, that contact. Like, not like I have all the friends, but like, say I needed to reach out to somebody, you know,
Yeah.
through social media.
Yeah, I guess you
I guess
couldn't.
that's my point. I start thinking too deep about the shit because movies are just like movies.
I sometimes would rather watch a TV show than a movie.
Yeah, and there's that too.
Like, some movies are fantastic, like, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I feel like it would be better paced if it was a TV show.
Yeah. I think I'd rather get rid of movies.
I think I'm going to go with choose social media because there's so many more options.
Yeah.
But can I see clips of movies on social media? Or does does movies just not exist in my world?
They just, I mean, well, for me, like, I never ever watch movies, so they just don't, I mean, they don't exist. Like, I haven't seen Batman 2022.
It's pretty good.
You
But we're-
know?
well,
Oh,
we
and I
s-
will.
We see like just tons of movies though.
You guys watch a lot of movies.
We go see a lot of movies
I see why
too.
this is difficult. you
Yeah.
know?
And like
Because social media is very substantial for you in a lot of different ways too.
yeah. Don't bother. Don't bother with
Don't
what?
bother with what?
He's talking about the
Just tell
Batman.
me-
Shut your face.
Just telling us not to bother.
I liked it. Jordan liked it. It was refreshing. A refreshing take on the Batman, in my opinion.
Never seen it.
I liked it.
Don't bother. Damn it.
It was Jordan's seen it so many times, and it's like 3 hours long.
Oh
It's
my gosh.
It's a long one.
That's a long movie. Ooh, I don't think I could sit through it unless I started it in the morning with my coffee. I could probably watch it in the morning. On a Saturday morning.
Like, horrible's kind of harsh. You could say it's bad, but I don't know if it could be horrible.
Sneak's a hater though.
I guess.
A little bit.
But like, I do enjoy going to movies, especially now. Like now, since we found like the best movie theater ever, and I bring my Snuggie and curl up,
Oh, cool.
curl up in my little Snuggie with my feet up with my popcorn.
That is so great.
I will never switch back to just a normal theater where you sit down
I'm
and
in the minority.
just watch a movie with your feet down. Nah, I need my pull out my
Pull-out
ottoman thing.
I guess I wonder if it's a
Lazy boy?
footrest.
A
A footrest.
footrest. Yeah.
right.
It's fantastic. I can't go back
That's
now.
awesome.
I'm spoiled.
I've never seen it sneak to be real. I've never seen the Batman as we've discussed. So, but if I had a theater like Shelley's got though, although I'd be asleep if I was watching it at night. So
There's, to be fair, Jordan's gonna be so mad because I haven't told him this, but like when we went to go see that Dwayne Johnson DC movie, Black
Oh, you guys saw it? How was
Adam.
it?
It was actually pretty decent.
Okay,
Like,
consider.
as someone who's like not a Dwayne fan at all, it was nice
He did well.
It was nice to see him kind of as like a bad guy almost. And like
Cool.
not as like, haha, I'm the Rock, I'm so funny. Like there was none of that.
Yeah.
He was like a serious dude the whole time. Like there were funny
You have to really
moments.
act.
He got to act and I appreciated it. But like
Cool.
there was one point when I was like in my Snuggie just living my best life watching this movie. I kind of dozed off a bit and I'm like, I dozed off at the part where they were going to save somebody and I woke up and the person is with them and I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
What did I miss?
How are we back on the plane? How is this person with them? I'm confused, but I'm just gonna play along. Like, I can I can figure this out. But I was like, for a couple minutes, I'm like, I don't know how we got back here. No, the Snuggie must come. The Snuggie has to come. It's now a must. That place even sells blankets, so you can buy. So they encourage you to have a blanket. So yeah, the Snuggie must come. I cannot go back to not having a Snuggie.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, Black Adam was good. I would say it's good. I wasn't going in with very high hopes because I'm like, it's Dwayne. Like, it's Dwayne. Like, what the fuck are we expecting?
Yeah.
Like, I would say he was good. He was good. I appreciated him in that movie.
I want to see it because I heard it was good. So
it was good. Except
I've usually given him props on his movies for the most part.
Yeah. But I would say watch it with some subtitles because Pierce Brosnan is in it, and his character has a friggin' helmet thingy, and like half of the time I'm like, I don't know what he's saying. It's so mumbled because of the mask, and his character was like kind of like ethereal, and I just couldn't understand what the fuck he was saying most of the time.
Interesting.
And I'm like, we need to rewatch this with subtitles, Jordan. I don't know what Pierce is saying at all.
He's just such the James Bond for me.
Yeah,
always will be.
Everything he's in, I'm just like, James Bond.
It's James Bond.
James Bond. Even though I've only seen his movie because Jordan's like made me watch him. I didn't appreciate his movies because I'm like, you're such a sexist pig. But I wasn't a fan of his movies. But I appreciate Pierce Brosnan.
I only like the James Bond series that he's in. I don't know a lot of other movies that he's in that I've ever watched that I've enjoyed.
Doubtfire.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire, but like,
which was like the first thing I ever saw him in was that movie. Was Mrs. Doubtfire.
I only think of I think of the kids and Robin Williams. I forget he's in that movie. He's like the stepdad or the dad. Right?
The guy that the mom's dating.
Yeah, he's the the boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot that, honestly. That movie's great. I just think of Robin Williams as Mrs. Doubtfire. And
fantastic movie.
I forgot that he's totally in that movie. Wow. We just watched, I think I might have said this a couple months, I don't know, because this was probably a couple months ago now, because, oh my God, time has flown by so fast. But we watched War of the Worlds 3 months ago with the Tom Cruise version.
Yes.
And it was one of the very few movies that I will sit and watch him in because I can't stand him.
I love it.
So good.
It's such a good movie.
But it's such a good movie. I got through most of it. And I fell asleep. Because we always start that shit at 7, 8.
Oh, that's way too late. We gotta start. If it's 8,
we can't with the kids with
and
those movies like that.
Jordan puts on a film. I'm just like, what are you doing? We don't have time for this.
Time to snuggie on the couch and
pass
out because that's where I'm at.
Yeah, we started movies I guess because it's a different lifestyle. We don't have kids that we gotta think about not scaring them because I'm assuming War of the World would be terrifying to John.
I mean, he'd probably be into it, but also scared.
Yeah,
do that too.
Probably both.
He loves weird shit like that, which I respect because we totally are into that shit. So, he really wants to sit and watch me play Dead by Daylight with you guys. I'm like, you're not allowed to do that. No, it's just too intense. I'm sorry.
Maybe when he's older, if it's still around.
At least 3 years till you're 7.
Yeah,
7 is the cusp of too young, I feel like.
What's the movie you really want to show him, but he's not ready yet? Or Kona, whichever of you.
Oh, I don't know. I guess we always kind of go to video games.
Oh, yeah?
That we want to show him.
Which games do you want to show?
So, okay, you want to hear a funny story real quick? Okay.
Yeah.
Kona, I would ask him when I was pregnant with the kids and stuff to put on Skyrim and play it for me. so I could basically so I could snuggie up and fall asleep because the music, the atmosphere,
Great.
it's
Love
Skyrim.
it.
Let's be
Skyrim.
real. So we kind of started in the past 2 weeks, kind of coming back into our lives again since my mom died, and Conan started playing Skyrim again in our bedroom.
Nice.
And it's a weekend day, and I'm over at my mom's organizing stuff, and Conan tells me that he's playing. John tells him to, he's like, Daddy, I have my Goofy and blanket, and I want to lay in Mommy and Daddy's bed, and I want you to play Skyrim so I can take a sleep. Conan's like, literally like, okay, whoa. Like your mom.
That's crazy.
Literally like, because he had kind of experienced it a little bit. So he like, and literally Conan said he was like, all right, like, he's like just, exploring stuff, foraging, fishing, whatever, just doing Skyrim shit.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. He looks over and John's like, passed out. I died laughing when Conan told me that. So like, I guess we're more of a gamer family, but like we're just taking that step by step as far as games go.
Yeah.
I feel like we kind of like, we haven't let him play it in a while now, but I think letting him play Among Us, as young as we did, was a little, I don't know.
It was too
It's
soon.
a little too much violence in that for me, I realized. Like, it's
Oh, yeah?
cartoony, but it's like the deaths, like when you're the imposter. Like, when you
Yeah,
it's
like
kind
someone
of
bites
gnarly.
off someone's head sometime.
Or there's the gun, or there's the slicing in the hat. Like, it's kind of intense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just look forward to playing games with my kids, I guess. And as far as movies, I'm just willing to really just go with the flow as it goes. I don't have anything like I expect to like really watch with them that I can. I would love to watch like War of the Worlds. I mean, that's one of them, really.
Yeah.
Things like that. Just being able to experience movies like that with him. But I don't have anything specific because I'm not a big movie buff either.
I see.
So, yeah, kind of not. I guess it doesn't really. I don't really have a like solid answer for that.
Oh, that's fair.
It's more
though.
like I'm just excited to like enjoy the experience of any games or whatever from our past and to present and future with him.
Yeah.
Ella, if she's down too,
Yeah.
because we're just a gamer family,
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Like
I
she's
mean-
gonna be like the only one that's like, I don't like games that much.
She's the Matilda. Just wait. Fuck.
She is. She really
No,
is.
she's super into the she's actually like really forming into the flow really well, and her and anyways to start she's blossoming quite a bit. She just hasn't been like on stream. I haven't streamed like I was able to stream when I had just John.
Well, like we saw her
'Cause
when you were playing Disney Dreamlight, I think.
yeah, she was sitting on my lap there for a bit. She
Yeah, and
was
she was counting.
so excited to see Wally.
Oh yeah.
When I saw Wally, I have a clip of it on that one clip, but she was like, "Wally, hi, Wally!" Like
Aw.
so excited. Anyways, my damn kids sidetracked, but yeah, I don't have anything specific. Kona might be able to answer that better, but it's more like playing certain games with my kids. I'm excited to do. I
Yeah.
guess. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
for now it's just like they're so young to do really
Anything.
I don't know. Yeah, let's really play Minecraft together.
Oh, like let's
No?
actually like understand
Let's
what's going
get
on.
in it and build some shit, and then if you're like a shithead, I'm gonna go destroy your like that meme.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, smash in your house.
Light it on
You know?
fire.
Oh God, I can't wait. John and I will so be that mom and son for sure. So
That's
it's that
funny.
kind of stuff that I'm looking forward to most, I guess, as far as the electronic stuff or whatever. But I would really like to go travel with my kids too. So yeah, it's a big balance. It all costs money and it all takes time and
Are you
That's
eventually going to
beautiful.
take him to Disney?
John's asked us.
How
take him
how
to
does
Disney.
he know that there's a Disneyland?
I don't. I think he might have figured it out through YouTube.
Ah,
Yeah.
maybe the family bloggers and shit like that.
Yeah, things like that. Because like every now and then we'll just like let them have like a good half hour or so, maybe even close to an hour, depending. So like last weekend on Saturday, kids were on the bed on tablets. We're monitoring, making sure there's nothing like obviously weird going. But we're both
Yeah.
me and Kona are both jamming games too. We all sat in our bedroom and just had a communal just
Just
screen
chill
time,
day. Yeah.
which we haven't really done at all ever. And it was needed. Oh my god, it was so great. But I think it might have been that day because he was talking about wanting to go to Disney World, and I was like,
How the fuck do you know what Disney is?
"Excuse me, because that's expensive." And what? Disneyland could be a possibility down in Southern California, but
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
he's not gonna know the real difference yet. Like
Yeah, I think
even I don't know the difference.
my parents are. I'll never forget my parents be like, "Oh, you remember when we went to Disneyland? It was so cool." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, how old was I? 10 months old." Really? Really? I was an infant. Not even an infant. I mean, I was a little bigger than an infant, but really?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Never been.
that doesn't count. I was a baby. I wasn't even a year old.
Yeah, you don't remember shit.
I don't get a stamp for that. Fuck that.
Nah.
Anyways. What's your next one, rather?
I actually did that last one. It was the social
Oh.
media.
Right.
So it's your turn.
My turn.
Check ride heights and wait until they're old enough to go on. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, I definitely want Ella to be tall enough before we all go because John's
Solid.
definitely over 40 inches tall.
That's a
Alright.
solid plan. That's a solid thought. I never even thought about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. That's fair, Goofy. You were at the right age, essentially, but you were too short to ride the rides.
Bummer.
Sucks.
Rip.
Okay, what would you rather be able to do? There are 6 options. So listen closely.
Okay.
Swim like a shark. Run like a cheetah. Have strength of a gorilla. Jump like a kangaroo. Climb walls like a spider. Or eat like a pig.
Technically, anybody could eat like a pig, essentially.
I mean, yeah.
And the funny thing is, I can tell that you were looking at this like Reddit thread today or very close to today.
Did you
because
see this one?
I've seen all of the ones you mentioned.
The first one you did, I saw that one too, and I was gonna say it earlier. God, we're so funny.
And I'm like, this is good, but it's so long, and I don't want to say all these words.
Just said it my way.
I purely didn't pick it because I'm like, I don't want to say 6 things.
That's so funny.
Goofin's asking for it
What would you
again.
pick? Oh, okay. What would you rather be able to do? Swim like a shark, run like a cheetah, have strength of a gorilla, jump like a kangaroo, climb walls like a spider, or eat like a pig? Swim like shark, run like cheetah, eat like a pig is all I remember. You know what's funny is you really only can remember like 3 things in your, not you specifically, but humans in general typically only remember like 3 specific things.
I think the swimming could be fun because I'm counting as well that you can breathe underwater. I'm counting
You're
it.
a shark. You could eat people too. Oh, no, you're not a
No,
shark.
you're
just
not a
like
shark. Yeah.
Sorry.
So I'm counting that you can
to another
breathe
level.
underwater and swim like a shark. I feel like those are climbs like a spider.
I was like, easy. Climb walls like a spider. That's what he said.
Really?
I was like, he
Okay.
answered it so fast. I was like, wow. Oh,
Yeah, he's really thought about that one.
yeah. No. No, I'm having a hard time with it because running would be kind of nice to just like run.
Yeah.
It's like I don't run and to be able to
Just go.
suddenly go, you know? That'd be kind of neat. But
Well, don't jump around it indoors, I guess.
I don't know. I think I think I'm gonna pick run like a cheetah.
Yeah?
'Cause that's where I keep going. Because I don't run, and it would be fun.
To run?
It would be fun to just hypothetically just like run, like, and not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
You know? Like I don't like to run, But like, if I had the option to know that I could just like run like a motherfucking cheetah at 40 miles per hour, I'd be running shit places, dude.
Yeah.
Beast mode. Swimming is really cool too, though. Because then
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to worry about breathing as much. I mean, you could breathe, but you wouldn't be like suffocating.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I'm
that's hard.
because I almost feel like I would pick neither, so I'm struggling with that. But I gotta pick one.
I kind of see why Kona chose to climb walls like a spider because,
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
could be
you could go
helpful.
anywhere, right?
I
At
think
that
I'm
point.
gonna side with Kona. I think I'm going with Spider. I'm going with him. We're
I
gonna be
kinda feel
climbing
like
walls
we're gonna go
together.
side Kona too. Honestly, I still like the idea of running.
Well, then you run. You do what you want to do.
I'm pretty strong already, so I don't feel like I need to be a gorilla or have strength like a gorilla.
I'm a
I don't want to
weakling.
jump around. I got
Nah.
trampolines for that, and that just hurts my knees thinking about it. Running does too, but like, if there was no pain involved,
Yeah.
I don't need to eat like a pig. I already do.
Same.
Let's be real here.
Same.
Yeah. So you're climbing like a spider, or climbing walls like a spider?
Yeah, I'll climb walls like a spider. That sounds fun. Like the
I think I'm gonna run
swimming,
like a cheetah.
the swimming would be great, but like once again, the ocean's scary.
But you got lakes too.
Lakes
The
are
lakes are still kind
just
of
as scary. There's giant sturgeons. I've seen like TikToks of sturgeons. And I'm
Have you
shocked.
ever heard? Yeah, sturgeons are gnarly. Actually, that is what is. I think we've had this conversation
Yeah, I
about
think
Lake Tahoe.
I think we're going back to
That's
like
my
a
Tahoe
previous.
Tessie. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The goof members.
Yeah.
But oh man, the thought is gone. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It
no.
was there, and then we Tahoe Tessie, and then
Sturgeon.
Oh, it
Sturgeon.
came back. It came back. So, did you know that? I mean, I feel like this is a thing back in the day where people would literally like just drown out towns and create lakes with them and shit. There's like actual just like towns just in a lake because they just needed to get rid of that lake or that town. I can't remember exactly why. I was listening to some podcast about this and I was just like
That's crazy.
scrubbing toilets and shit. Like, I can't remember what the point. I can't remember what lakes or whatever. But like, so anyways, the point is, water in general is kind of sus. Okay,
Yeah.
You just be real.
Yeah. There's this girl that I
So-
follow on TikTok where she talks about lakes, and
interesting.
every single October she does a lake, or she talks about it like every day, and Jordan and I watch it every day in October, and we learn about these spooky lakes, which is what she calls them, spooky lakes, and then she rates the spookiness of the lake.
Oh my god, share her with me,
Okay, I will. I love
please.
her.
And yes, Goofin, that is what it was. It was when dams were built. That's what happened to towns up from the dam.
Yeah.
They would just get flooded out.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
And then there's just a full-on motherfucking town under there, and some people didn't leave.
yeah,
Is my point.
This TikTok chick, she talked about one because she lives close by
No.
to one of those towns.
No.
And she went there with like a boat, and because she like, if this video gets so many views, I'll go out in a canoe next to them. And she did with her mom, and it was spooky. There's like furniture in these houses. And people just abandoned it with like furniture because they waited way too long to leave, and there's couches just sitting there.
There's couches.
There's fridges and there's like a whole, like you could go in there and live there, but it's underwater.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ew, I would not like that. I would not even have a wetsuit and all the scuba diving equipment go in those houses. I would not do it. I would
Nah.
not do it underwater.
Nah. Like she
no.
didn't go into it. She stayed like outside looking
I'm
inside.
just saying, like, if you thought about, like, if you went deeper, I know she was just on the surface in a canoe, but like, imagine, like, I couldn't even with all the equipment.
No. No, that's
go
too
into those
spooky.
houses to like really get a good grasp of it, like that really freaks. I get freaked out by like willow stems and or bushes that have if the water like that are no, don't touch me. At least I can see my feet in through Lake Tahoe, like it's clear enough still. Like please stop polluting it, people. But like honestly, I can't do that with water that
No.
I don't like things touching me in the water. No. And
No.
I'm a pretty fucking good swimmer, but like shit. That's a big fear of mine. I don't like it. I'm really like identifying that right now. I do not like things touching me in the water like that. No.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I feel that.
So, anyways. Your
So
turn.
so the funny thing is that I didn't pick that like other one because I'm like I didn't want to say that many words.
Sure.
But this one has 5 choices. So I don't know. Maybe I thought this one was more entertaining in my brain.
This is the big one I'm choosing today.
This is the big one I'm choosing. So yeah, which one would you rather eat? The sweetest food in the world, the saltiest food in the world, the sourest food in the world, the bitterest food in the world, or the spiciest? I don't know what the difference between sour and bitter is. Pretty sure that's the same flavor.
Well, because bitter's like I don't know. It's different. I don't know. Okay, they are similar, but there's also a difference. I feel like because there's like there's like the sugar sour, like the candy sour. not
Yeah.
Like, let's just put it in that perspective. There's like that kind of sour, and then there's like old milk sour, or like cheese type of sour, or. See, I kind of agree. Sour makes you pucker, but bitter
Jordan, you
just
picked the
hurts.
spiciest. I'm calling bullshit. I was expecting you to pick the saltiest, since you love salt. So yeah, the options: sweetest, saltiest, sourest, bitterest, or spiciest. I'm not
think
picking
I'm-
spiciest.
Definitely going sweetest because I just know myself. I know myself too well. I like sweet stuff, and salty. Too much salt is just that makes you pucker even.
I like sour
You know?
stuff, but like some sour stuff like hurts your mouth.
Yeah.
know?
Okay. And we're gonna reel back to an old episode where we were talking about sour Skittles and sour candies and stuff like that. Like that sour Skittle when you first try to get through that shit fucking hurts your mouth, but they're delicious.
They're delicious.
But it hurts. They fucking hurt. Let's be real.
I found a new equivalent to a sour Skittle.
Really?
Let me grab it. Give me a sec.
Oh.
Let me grab
Oh.
it. Let me.
Well, that reminds me, we found blue ice mics. What you guys get? Don't you get blue mics ice? I know you just walked
Hell
away.
yeah, I
Answer me when you
do.
get back.
Love that shit.
We're just recently selling. I don't know. It must have been an accident because I haven't seen it at the store since. But I bought one and I tried it. It was delicious.
So these are the
nerds.
big chewy nerds. So they're delicious because on the outside they're like a hard shell, and then you bite it and it's like a squishy.
Man.
But it's the shell on the inside is really sour and it's so good, so
Yum.
good.
It's making my mouth water.
They're so delicious. Like once I open up a bag, I can't stop. They're so good.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh. Just give me yum.
But yeah,
I
I
want
would
some.
pick the sweetest because that seems like the safest option.
I agree.
Spiciest? Nah, no thank you. No,
I mean,
thank
that's
you.
like a ghost pepper, essentially, right? And I think there's something a little spicier than that. Have you guys ever seen hot ones?
I've like dabbled in it. I've seen
It's pretty
clips of
good.
it, yeah.
It's pretty good. But when they get to the really spicy stuff, it's like, ooh,
Like they're crying and they're sweating.
ooh, yeah. Some people take that shit like champs.
Yeah, but some people
Rachel
don't.
Ray.
Yeah.
Rachel Ray was like, whatever, I'll eat all this. I don't give a fuck.
And then
Okay.
there'd be me be like, no, thank you.
I could probably get through at least the first 5.
I don't know. I'm kind of a wuss when it comes to heat.
I like spicy stuff.
To me,
but-
I'd rather taste. Like I don't.
The food.
I'd rather taste the food. So it depends on what culture the spice is from, essentially.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I like spicy stuff though. I think it's delicious. I don't want something that though like that makes it hard to breathe or makes me cry or makes me like in pain. I don't
Yeah.
like that kind of spicy too much usually. Like I like to faintly feel that. Like I just like to slightly be in pain,
Yeah.
but not, you know. Ugh. Anyways. Okay. So, hold on. Talking a lot and my throat is getting dry. So, this is my would you rather. You nanny for a wealthy family. You find out the child you're nannying is actually kidnapped from birth from a poorer family. The kid is treated extremely well, and you make $250K a month.
Wait,
What would
250K
you?
a month?
I know. I just read that. Like, oh, okay. I thought it said a year when I first read it, but I read that now just out loud. And I'm like, okay, whatever, but that's fine. What would you rather do? Tell the biological family, mind your business, blackmail them, or tell the biological family later. Like,
Well,
I don't know what that means.
Blackmail's illegal, first of all. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Hello.
But if the kid's treated really well, in the kid's best interest, is it worth giving him back to the family? What if, like, he was going to get treated really badly by the original family? What if he was going to starve and there was abuse and whatnot? They did commit it, but maybe they don't know they committed a crime. Okay, let's turn this all around. Maybe they didn't know that they committed crime. Maybe they thought they were just legally adopting this kid, and then someone else stole the kid and pretended to go through the adoption process, and they don't even know. Right?
All the what ifs, Kelly. All the what ifs.
So many what ifs with this one. Like, what if he was gonna be treated somebody?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm
Yeah.
minding my own fucking business if I'm making $250,000 a month.
A month?
Let's be real.
That is a lot of money a month. I don't think that's. I think they meant to say.
If the person meant a year, even then I'd still mind my own fucking business.
That would
'cause
be
that's still a good
20,
chunk of
like
change.
$21,000 a month. That's still.
That's a good chunk of change, man. Right?
I would.
think so. Not like I'm not gonna spill the tea to other people, probably.
I would
But
spill
I'm
the tea
certainly-
later, probably to
I'm
people.
certainly minding my own business in their house. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, tell someone else, and you can just
Like,
keep
my
living your
spouse
life
or whatever
until
like,
they
this shit's going down.
they spill the beans, and then it's
Yeah.
not you spilling the beans, and maybe you get an extra couple months of your great salary.
But then what happens when what happens if for some reason but the biological family finds out and they were good people and they find this family and they sue or the whole nine and you have to go to court and testify.
I don't know shit.
You say anything?
I don't know shit. I don't know.
Plead the fifth.
Plead the
Plead the fifth.
I don't
Denied.
I don't know shit.
I don't know. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
I had no
was just
fucking
doing my
idea.
job.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
you can't prove that I knew.
That's fucked up.
That's there's so many
Yeah.
what ifs with that one.
That's a tough one, huh?
Like I said, maybe the family that has the kid isn't at fault.
Goofy, and I stand by telling the authorities. I love you. You're so pure. I'm like, I ain't telling anyone shit. No, I probably
Totally
would.
spilled
But
the beans with
probably
Rex.
not.
Yeah, but like I say, oh, I heard this from blah blah. I'd rat someone else out that didn't fucking tell me, or someone that did tell me. Because how would I find out?
What if you just happened to like stumble upon what if you were eavesdropping? You're a nanny. You're a motherfucking nanny, dude.
I guess
You're up in that shit, dude. There's so I mean
you're part of the
I
family.
nannied for a couple that like clearly the dad was being unfortunately a little abusive towards his wife. I could tell.
Oh.
She often just wore like long sleeve shirts and it was like awkward. But you learn a family. you know, and I was like 19. I was young. I didn't know. I didn't even know if it was true, but like it was kind of obvious at times when you'd see like strange bruise here and there once in a while, you know. So I don't know. You just kind of like questioned things, you know what I mean? Just the dynamic of a family, and you live with them, and you don't live with them, but you're in their home for like 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
You learn a lot.
I would say if
So-
the kids treated well.
Especially if the kid's treated well. But I mean, what about the original parents? I mean, are they crackheads? We don't know.
We don't know shit.
What
They
if they're
could
just
be.
poor and that's it?
That's it.
You know, and they're just bad money managers or something. I don't know.
Or just they were poor when they had kids, and once you have kids,
And they flourished or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Like,
That's a tough one.
because it's not just tell the authorities and give the kid back to the parents. They are the kid's parents mentally. You're taking away the kid from
the kid really hard.
you're
at that
taking away
point.
the kid from their family that they know and love.
Yeah.
I think I would just bury my head in the sand. I'm not getting involved.
I would definitely be spilling the tea to my friends, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think I would be getting involved in any way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah, I'd be telling literally
Maybe not to my
everybody.
friends, but at least my significant other.
Yeah.
At least. And be like, yo, this has to stay here because I'm not going to get in trouble for this motherfucking shit, but yo, hear the shit. So we got to be careful, you know what I mean? Because your job's on the line, but I mean, you're making that much money. Like, geez.
Yeah.
But the child,
Yeah.
that child still deserves to know who his like biological parents are too.
Yeah,
This
but
is
like
this
at
is a
this
tough
point
one.
they may. But you say that, but what about the parents that choose not to tell their kids that they're like adopted till like they're much older? Is that right or wrong? Like, you say that, but what about like the parents that go through all the right channels, adopt a kid, and they're just very hush hush about their kid actually being adopted, and they raise them as blood?
I have a couple really good friends that are.
But we don't know
adopted,
who
so-
stole the child. You can't blame the parents if
like, yeah, we need more on that because like who stole the kid?
yeah, we need to know who stole the child.
See, I kind of agree with Jordan on that one. Like, once you're old enough to understand, like my kids wouldn't understand what that meant right now, but once they were old enough to understand what adoption meant and like that whole concept of it, it would make sense to tell them. So, because the kids that I know that I'm friends with that are adopted definitely know that they're adopted, but they like are very genuinely into like their parents that are adopted parents. If they're like that's their family, you know. They don't. I
Yeah.
don't think they even know who their biological parents are. So, and in that circumstance, like we don't know. We don't know if the poor family with the child that was stolen or kidnapped, if they were like, you know, capable of raising a family. We don't know.
Another situation, another like spindle of this story. What if like you do go go to the authorities and they find the real family, and the family's like, nah, I don't want them, and then the kid doesn't end up with their biological family, and they can't go back to the other family
Stuck in
because
foster care.
because it's still, and now they're in foster care, and now you've just ruined that child's life. What
You have to go
then?
through the whole court system just to get back into being in the people who stole them but those people are going to probably be in jail because
Yeah.
they just kidnapped a child.
Exactly, and like even if they didn't, and they thought they were going through the right processes, they probably won't get that child back.
But like, it's also wrong that they stole the child.
But did they?
But did they? I
But
mean,
did someone else steal him and then adopt him
kidnapped
out?
from birth. Like, is it a black market baby?
Could have been a black market baby. I don't know. We're digging way too deep in this.
That's gonna be. Oh man. Can I just point that out?
A black market baby?
I mean, it might as well.
First
When
read
you
it.
first read it, it sounded like the people know the child is wrongly attained. Yeah, you nanny for a wealthy family. You find out the child you're nannying is actually kidnapped from birth from a poorer family.
Yeah, it
Kid
kind
is
of
treated
sounds.
extremely well, and you make $250K a month. What would you rather do? So yeah, that's tough.
That's a tough one to end to. Like, I have no more. I don't know if you have more, but
No, that's it. That's all.
that's a
I've got,
tough one. Like the people who have the kid did the kidnapping.
Yeah. Goofen's like,
Nah.
this. The kidnapping hoes gotta go.
She's like, they're kidnapped. There's no stupid Chelly's little spin-offs. This is Chelly, you're getting too involved in this. This is not the story. Pay attention. Pay attention, Chelly. Stop coming up with stories.
It's so funny. I don't know. How would you? Okay, so if we're gonna, let's break down each thing. Okay, tell the biological family. How are we getting the biological family's information?
Touche.
Who was this baby?
But Goof is gonna go back and say, tell the authorities, and then the authorities can maybe find the baby.
Yeah, but these are the options. Tell
yes.
the bio, mind your business, blackmail them, which technically, I guess, is contact the authorities since it's illegal, right?
Yeah.
How else are you gonna How are you gonna blackmail?
You can be like, well, I want X, like XYZ, or else I'm going to the authorities.
To call this in, okay, and then tell the biological family later. Like this person should have added tell the authorities honestly as an option, but
Nah, let's just
Those are your
blackmail.
4 options. Those are your 4 options. Like,
I guess telling the authorities
how
doesn't.
How do you find the biological people?
I don't know. How would you?
I mean, yes, contacting the police. Imagine being the biological parents wondering if their child is alive or dead. I agree. Who the fuck took my baby? I'd be fucking.
But
I
do they
can't
care?
imagine. We don't know their circumstance. You know, was it? They say it's a poorer family. Was it a family? Was it a single mom? Was it an actual family? Like, we don't know. Oh, we're going so deep.
Like a bit too deep.
Authorities aren't part of the option. So you got to pick one, Goofin. Are you telling the biological family? Are you minding your own fucking business? Are you blackmailing them hoes? Or are you telling the biological family later? Like, whatever, I'll tell you later after I get my millions from this family. And the child would love that. I'd like to assume that too, but I have to think of all sides of this because, hello.
Hello. I know who
I'd tell the biological family really know who they are.
Fair enough.
It's with the family, and you became the nanny just to take care of that baby, and you finally found out. You had investigated. You finally found out this is the nanny. You picked the nanny position for that baby of your friends, the biological parents. Ooh, plot twist.
Plot twist. I like that one.
Yep.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Then go to the authorities. And then you're going to be like, and then you're going to blackmail them and give me my millions, bitch.
Millions.
Or blackmail them before you go to the authorities. Do it all.
Do it all. Yeah.
Except for tell the biological family later.
Except for also
That one's not.
bury your head in the sand.
And then when you're done with all that, you can mind your own business. It works.
But that was the only option.
Yeah. Me and Chelly are like, we're minding our own fucking business. I mean, being someone that's in the workforce of service and help, like that kind of stuff, you typically kind of mind your own business a lot of the time, like especially in houses that the owner might be there for cleaning and stuff. Like, you really try not to.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, when we go into people's suites and they leave personal documents out, I'm not fucking looking at that. If someone leaves cash, I'll be like, oh my god, don't leave your cash out, but don't no. Yeah. I don't see shit. I don't see what's
Not
on the
touching
counters.
anything. I want nothing. I agree, Goof. But you have 4 choices.
There's no
She's
other
getting upset about this. She's like, I disagree with this kidnapping. I agree.
To be fair, we all do. But there's
Never.
options.
And it's terrible that I'm minding my own business, but at the same time, I'm like, I probably would mind my. Okay, let me be real. I'm gonna answer this outside of the box of the answers.
Yeah.
I would probably have mind my own business, but not like ignorantly. I would have mind my own business in a way of where I would have been gathering in for more information and like investigating on my own before I just dove right to the authorities, because a lot of things can just like go haywire depending on okay, in the States especially. If you do contact the authorities, and sometimes things can just get worse. And that sounds shitty, but it's true. So I think I would probably at first it would appear I'd be minding my own business, like I don't know anything, because I'm fairly good at that. But like at the same time, I would probably be finding ways to contact the family and have them, and I would be like, I'm willing, like I would openly express like I am happy to guide you through this quietly, as we get through this investigation or whatever, but I don't, like make it into where they eventually like, do the whole, I would ease into it, I guess.
Yeah.
I would eventually get to the parents and contact them. I don't think I'd call the authorities right away because I'm untrusting of a lot of authorities living in the States personally. So I'd probably like see what I could do to try, because especially with technology, you could probably get a lot of information and access to where this person's parents are.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't know. It's just it's kidnapped. That's a crime, So like, I would want to be able to be, which is possible, and I don't know the term for it right now, but at least like not a witness, but like, someone that would help the parents, the biological parents, get information with the investigators and the authorities and stuff to
like undercover.
You know
Undercover.
Yes, you'd kind of almost, once you realize that, you kind of just have to become your own sleuth. Before you dive deep, you need all your evidence, all your information, all the contacts. You need to make sure it's all legit, because I don't have faith in a lot of the police systems, at least in the state.
Mm-hmm.
In the States. So that's how I would approach that if it was a real life situation.
Yeah.
I would collect as much information quietly and sneakily as I could, and eventually work my way down the line.
Like hypothetical, like in the real world situation, if I was in this situation, I literally don't know what I would do. But since this is a hypothetical, would you rather? That's all I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about like what I would actually do in a real situation, because I don't know. I'd be like, oh my god, I don't know. Like maybe I might just work there for a couple months, save up my 20 grand a month, or 20 grand a paycheck, and like just peace out. I don't know.
See, I think I would be the type that I wouldn't think of it for the money at that point.
Yeah.
Once I found out the kid was kidnapped, right? At that point is because you've now created a bond with this child. You're their nanny.
Yeah, yes.
You've created a bond with this child. Trust me. I mean, I personal experience, okay?
Yeah.
At that point, you're going to want to do it smart, because people are wealthy for a reason.
Yeah. Let's
be real. And you also don't want to become an accomplice, like you say, Goofin. So
yeah.
You have to that's where you play dumb with the wealthy people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You play dumb. You straight mind your own business, but collect the info.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at on that one, for sure. It's just all about paying attention. Pay attention, and then you you figure out the best path to properly present that to a police force or authorities, because otherwise they're not going to believe you, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens if it was like, this is hypothetical.
Yeah.
Let's say, because this is what's going on in my head for some fucking crazy reason. Let's say, hypothetically, the baby is stolen from a New York hospital. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm in the States, because that's just because I'm here in the States. So you guys can pretend you can do this in your let's say Toronto to Vancouver, just because it's going to be similar. And then let's just pretend that these people that kidnapped this baby kidnapped them and they live in LA somewhere, because it's easy to get lost there, right? So, like, when you put that in perspective, let's say in Canada they go to Vancouver. I don't know. It's just, you have to, like, and that's where you get as much if you can in the present space, and then you literally, like, here's my 2 weeks notice. Drop the paperwork off, tell the authorities you've quit. You're not an accomplice anymore. You just hope that baby has a good life. But then you're sitting there with the guilt of hoping that child also has a good life, or like at least some kind of closure. They've known one thing for so long, and if it was a good life, like, that's so hard to get involved. But like, that would be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But it's also like, that's hard.
Yeah.
I just went on this huge tangent. I just realized. Sorry.
That's okay.
But like, really, it's hard.
It is a hard
tough
one.
Closure. No.
Closure.
There's no closure.
Closure.
But like, really.
Just because, like, you said it, so he has to say that.
Oh.
It's just a thing.
I don't even know if I said that.
When anyone says closure, we gotta be like, closure,
I did say that.
Closure.
Camera was blurry. I get it now. I was all serious about this topic. I'm like, okay, I get it. Goofin's got me all riled up over here. Like, no, Goof. We got this, all right?
This is the plan. This is what we're gonna do.
Anyways, that's been fun. I get it. The kid could be better off or not. We don't know. That's why I focus on the crime, because there's no assurance those rich parents will produce a happy child. That's true. And it's like just all about money. But it is saying the kid is treated extremely well.
Yeah.
So
It states
it's not
that.
like they're unsafe or, you know, it's tough. That's a tough
The
one.
second you find out. I think you're kind of late to this discussion, Jordan.
Yeah. He just heard me just like yammering there, I think. And he's like, yeah, what?
He's probably
I
like
don't know.
done playing his game, and he's like, I'll just chime in now.
I guess you did. We weren't paying attention.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, first. We're also going to give you shit. Yeah.
Position.
Seriously, though, Goofin.
Exactly. Let's just hope we
That's
just
really
never have to
tough.
deal with that.
Because you're benefited by just being the nanny by making the money you're making, right? Because that's like outrageous. And then the kid is benefiting, really. Then again, they are missing out on who their biological family is. And that's not just because the family's poor doesn't mean he's not missing out on
Exactly.
rich memories, you know?
Yeah. Which
So,
hopefully they have.
Yeah. So I get where you're coming from, completely, Goofin, but I think in that scenario you'd have to be really like
Careful.
so you don't become an accomplice, like you said. Exactly,
Yeah.
like that. So you don't become an accomplice, because that, I feel like that would so easily,
Yeah.
so quick. But you don't want, okay, you know what? It just popped in my mind.
What?
Detroit Become Human. Calm girl. What's her name? The robot.
Alice?
Nanny, Alice. Alice and the robot, the other one.
Little girl's name is
The robot isn't Alice, is she?
the robot
The
adult.
little girl is Alice, but what's the adult? Anyways, you know who I'm talking about.
Kara.
Female.
Kara.
Yes, Kara. It's kind of reminding me of that a little. In a way, but like
Because the little girl was a robot?
reverse- Well, no, just reverse scenarios to pretend they're not robots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she had to sneakily do what she could to protect that child.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I feel like, in a way, I mean, obviously they weren't probably getting physically abused by these wealthy people that are treating them well, like this says in the title, but
Yeah.
you have to be careful of what information or what you would do to like make sure this kid was safe or whatever.
Yeah.
For the biological parents. Okay. I'm over it.
You're
all I
over
have to say about it. This one got me good.
And it's yours, like you picked it.
Okay, but I know, and it got me good. Okay, Goofin, you really got me on this one. I'm like, nah, Goof. Nah.
Nah.
We're gonna not call the cops because, well, I mean, we are, but we're not right away. Not right away, Goof.
Not yet.
We're in this together. We're nannying at the same time, damn it. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So,
That's
that was
fair.
a great stream. It's 9:30.
That was a good one.
I think
Yeah.
we'll probably call it. Just
Yeah.
after my giant tangent there.
I got
Gotta pee
work
again,
in the
so-
morning.
Ew.
I know,
I actually
right?
don't have work tomorrow, but I had a massive
Yay.
deep clean yesterday and today. Shit was a nightmare, but it's all done. So I don't have to work tomorrow. Just like,
Nice.
yeah. I wish you well on your work day.
It should be fine. It's like that time of year, nothing really going on. We decorated the trees. Got some applications to go through.
Nice.
You know, just the usual. Actual, some good applications, some decent ones
That's great.
that aren't like six like adults trying to squeeze into a 2-bedroom.
Yikes. That's a lot.
I know, and like whenever they call, I'm like, I'm sorry, but that's too many people. And they're like, oh, well, like we don't mind, and I'm like, well, we mind because it's a policy, and that's too many people.
Like, I understand the policy for like that specifically, and I understand it with like 2 adult. Like, I understand all of it.
Yeah,
I don't understand why you're choosing as a tenant to try to live somewhere that has policies and or guidelines of how many motherfucking people can live in a freaking, it's like, I just feel like, why do these people try so hard?
it's because it's so fucking expensive here.
I mean, I get it.
And like they're just trying to save some money, and I get
Yeah.
it, but in the grand scheme of things, for instance, let's do a scenario.
Okay.
There's a couple that moves in and a friend, so 3 people in a 2-bedroom. What always happens is either the friend moves out because they want their own space, or the couple moves out because they want their own space, and now that person that's left, they can't afford rent, or they bring in another roommate. And then it's just a constant cycle of people coming in that we're not doing our proper checks on, so who knows who's coming into our fucking building.
Right.
So that's
That
like,
makes sense.
it's,
And especially being there because you guys have had a lot of like weird package thefts too at certain points and like just weird shit going on, right?
did I tell you about the girl in the boots? Yeah, I did. And she opened up one of the lockers that had like parcels, and it wasn't to her, and she still took
you
it.
just recently told me this. Yes.
Yeah, because we have like these parcel lockers, and for whatever reason, we don't know what the fuck happened, because the parcel people, they fucked our whole system essentially, but that's another story for another day. And so this woman entered in a code from previously, and it opened up the locker, which it shouldn't have done. She pulled out the box with not her name or her suite, and she walked off with it. So my boss was like, you know what, I'll give her a couple days to like bring it down. Sometimes people are busy, sometimes it just takes them a little while to get it down to us. And she did it after like 3 days. So my boss called her, and she's like, so on this day at this time, you open up like a parcel lock, because we have cameras facing
Yeah.
it.
We saw you.
And then her excuse was, I thought we sometimes get free mail, and I thought it was just free mail for me. And my boss is like, it didn't say your name or your suite, so how is that for you? And she's like, well, I just thought it was. And I don't know, like, should I give it back? And like my boss, like, it's technically theft. I could technically call the cops on you. And she's like, oh, you're gonna call the cops? And she's like, no, but I could. So you have until tomorrow to bring it back down, which she finally
Oh my
did.
God, the taunt. Why would you taunt that?
But like, The proper answer is, oh my god,
I'm so sorry. I made
I
a huge
didn't even
mistake.
notice.
I thought I grabbed my package. My mistake. Let me go get the package right now.
Yeah, and like, I would never have taken
Clearly
it.
she
I would
wanted
have
that fucking box.
clearly. But yeah, like it was ridiculous. It was
Wow.
the weirdest phone call I've ever heard in my life. Cuz I only heard it from like one side. So
Yeah.
I'm just imagining what the fuck this person's saying on the other line.
You're just like, what?
Pretty much. I'm just like, the hell? Like, I just thought she was going to fess up and move on. But no, she kept fighting. She kept fighting us. And I'm like, I'm so confused.
Can't believe that.
Call the
People are
authorities.
So that like weirds me out.
You know what? The person that had we wouldn't have called the authorities, but the person who box it was, she could have called the authorities and we would have given them everything. We don't really like to get involved with that kind of shit unless we have to. But like, we'll like give them the footage and everything. Like, we're not gonna say no.
Yeah,
But
here, take it,
it's
whatever
your
you need.
box. Call the cops on her. It's yours.
So do all the people in the building can just open the parcel boxes, or is there like
No. Well, how it
Jeez.
usually works, because the system's all fucking broken right now, is that what they used to do, like Amazon would come in, have their parcels. There's like a screen, and they'd punch in the suite, like the suite number, and then they press the suite number, and then the door would like open up. They put the parcel in, they close it. It's locked. The person who lives in the suite now gets a text with a code,
cool.
and you go down and you punch in the code, and then the door will open
Oh,
up.
that sounds so convenient.
It is, until they fucked it up, because
Oh.
for some reason, because there's a system that has all of our tenants, you know, like all the suite numbers, emails, phone numbers, this and that. When the parcel pending was set up, they could not access that, because we had to get approval to put people's information into the system. So we would ask for people's phone numbers, and if they want to be in the system, they would give us the phone numbers. A few months ago, apparently, no one told us, they were approved to have access to our system. So now there's two things in this parcel pending site of stuff that we've put in, and everyone's emails. And now
Oh,
no
jeez.
one is getting emails or texts because they're like fighting each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Counteracting
before,
each
like,
other.
people
Oh,
were like
jeez.
getting like emails, and it was the people that's like, I did not sign up for this. I don't want to be part of this. Like, they're the weird ones that are like, I don't want to be part of this system at all, and like they're mad at us because we're not supposed to put it in there. So the whole thing's just fucked now. But when it worked, it was great. But yeah,
It
so
sounds like a really good system.
it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But now it's broken.
Sucks. I hope they get that resolved, because man, what a pain in the ass having to like.
Especially now at Christmas. You know how many
Yeah.
packages are coming in daily? So many.
That's probably kind of stressful.
Like the Amazon guys have like 2 to 3 trips back and forth from the van because their little their
my
little
God.
basket things are so full. It's ridiculous. I'm like, could this have broken down at a worse time of year? Like,
Yeah,
seriously.
seriously, right at Christmas.
Right at Christmas.
Out of here.
Yeah, like, oh my god. This right on.
That's wild.
Broken, so can't buzz the suite. Yeah, ours is semi-broken. People can buzz them in, but they can't go up to suites for some of the floors. And we can't fix it till like next year because it's a huge fix. And some people are pretty pissed about it. And I'm like, you're fine. Go downstairs and get your package. Like this one guy, I see him and I'm like, don't you fucking bring up that buzzer. And he always does. He always does. And I'm like, I know it's broken. Shut up. Stop. I know it is.
Ugh.
It just, we have to shut down the whole system for a whole day and no one can use it. Oh, Frozen, the touchscreen doesn't work and the buttons. Well, that's different. Mine's just internally was set up very wrong and now it's failing us. And yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, jeez.
What a nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to have,
That you live in a house?
like, well, just to Like, I don't. Well, no, because even with that, like, a lot of people have to be worried about people just walking by their house and stealing their packages, right?
Yeah.
I don't even have to worry about that. Like, really, I genuinely, the only thing I really have to be concerned about is weather.
Yeah.
Personally, always have to be cautious of people.
Yeah, of
just
course.
because life.
You never
and
know.
just this world.
Yeah.
But typically, I feel rather safe with my packages here. So, knock on wood.
Knock on wood. But yeah, I don't
And,
have
yeah, having the
anyone to
dogs.
raid.
I
I don't got nobody.
ain't got nobody. We can just end it.
You
It's
understand? It's all good.
I just don't feel like. Do I have anybody to raid? Let's see. Nexus was on earlier and he's not now.
He's done.
Nah.
Nah.
I don't. Not a lot of my like smaller streamer buddies are on right now.
Yeah, it's all bigger people.
Yeah, great fun as always, Goof. Thanks for being here, Jordan. You as well, Keens.
Whoever else
Kelly.
is lurking. Khalees.
Next week we have a little bit of fun going on, and we're gonna be decorating gingerbread houses, right? Or cookies.
I was
Did we
going
decide
for
on?
cookies.
Okay, we're doing cookies.
Gingerbread houses
Cookies.
sounds like just
It's a lot of work.
Just a lot.
But, I mean, we're sitting here talking, and I thought maybe you and I should talk. Maybe, maybe we collect some would you rather's or something, or we just find some and we just read them as we're decorating. We could, or we could have someone join our Discord and read some for us while we're decorating, so we don't have to like, and then we can answer basically the would you rather's.
Oh, that's
an
an
idea.
idea. That's
Yeah.
an idea.
Yeah.
Jerry could do it.
He's like, I'll do it.
I'll do it. He just really wants to be part of the podcast.
I'm down. I'm totally down. But it's an idea. I don't know. We could think about it. So, because we're gonna be like involved doing stuff and no keyboards really, because we're doing it at our desks. So
Yeah.
we're gonna need like,
Space, yeah.
So it's an idea. It's an idea.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Let's talk the next few days.
Yeah.
And organize this a little better. But yeah, that's our plan next week. So I hope you all come and join us. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And no, I plan on covering my sticky keyboard, which is not sticky yet.
Good. Keep it like that.
I'm pretty bad
Let's
at
go.
it. So at least in the past couple weeks, I've been pretty bad at keeping my keyboard fresh and so clean. Anyways, y'all have a great night. We
Yeah.
love you.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming.
See you Wednesday.
See you Wednesday. Bye.